Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Wednesday. And we are so excited you're with us tonight because we have a little special surprise for you. It's a surprise sizzling summer savings sale. We are kicking it off today. Listen, we really could never have enough fun as we did. Our 4th of July event was incredible, wasn't it? If you were with us at all last week, you know we had some incredible markdowns for our summer sales event. Well, of course, that was the holiday weekend event, but we decided let's keep the fun rolling. It is summertime. It is a fabulous time to kick back, relax, especially if it is sizzling hot where you are like it is out here. Well, it's time to shop, and staying in and shopping is I think it's a great way to beat the heat. So we have got actually beating the heat, but prices that can't be beat here today on the way for 3 hours. It is going to be an event really like no other. We've got some brand new, we've got some returning favorites. It is 10% off everything that you shop for, and this is one-of-a-kind jewelry. Besides a couple of diamond pieces I have for you tonight, it is going to be one of a kinds. What you see is what you get. So I hope you're ready to do some shopping. I hope there's something that maybe if you listen, I know it was a busy holiday weekend of travel. You perhaps maybe missed our last event and you thought, oh, darn it, did I miss my chance to get a great savings on something? Not quite yet. So we are ready to go ahead and continue through this inventory. It is, it's the halfway point of the year as well, which I know is crazy to think about. But as we reach this halfway point of the calendar year and embark on the summer season really in full, we want to bring some clearance savings events to you. So everything that we're going to bring out from the vault, and that is anything and everything that you want to see, that is what's coming up in the show. We're going to blow them all out. We're going to mark them all down, and then you get your 10% off at checkout. So it's a great time to shop, and it's also a great time to make requests. So let us know what you'd like to see. We'll bring it out to you. We've got a special couple of wheels here that are going to be brand new. I also did bring out some Tanzanite earrings, some diamond bangles, actually our largest diamond bangle we have in the entire inventory. And if you like something to stack, we've got a ruby bangle as well. So that's going to be here. And that's the great thing is we got some brand new to kind of just sprinkle on in for you for your sizzling summer savings sale. So we're actually going to start with something that has a great variety of stones, a lot of different fancy color diamonds all in one. Take a look at this. This is a ring that I know I've had a couple of times, and it has been very, very popular. And yet it's my last one I've got for you. So 111-9315. I adore this ring. Personally, it's one of my very favorites we do. So I'm very excited we get to bring it to you to start the show and really, again, say thanks for being with us early, and you will be rewarded beautifully. But this is 70 points in multicolored diamonds. So you've got a little bit of everything, I must say. It's really got some yellows and some champagnes, and I don't know if you're seeing it, but I see some pinks and some fawns in there as well. And they really go side to side. And you know what really stands or allows them to stand out, I think, is the black rhodium that this pave of different colors of diamonds are set in. So yes, it's all in yellow gold with the exception of that black rhodium that's within it. So you've got the mirror finished sides. You've got that, I love that chevron shape that it's coming to a point here. And it also does elevate up a bit. So you see there, all the diamonds pave are set down into this band. So when you actually run your finger along it, or if it were to catch maybe some contact with some of your finer fabrics, well, it's going to be that completely smooth kind of feel across the top. So 70 points. Oh, one more thing about this one, it's a size 7, no sizing. So you have to have a finger that wears a size 7 if you'd like to enjoy this one, okay? So no sizing on this one. That'll be a rare exception. Tonight we usually do have I think we do have, usually everything else we've got, I think that is, everything else we've got in rings tonight we'll be able to size. But this one is size 7. So it's 70 points in diamonds. We've got one only. Let me show you the way it's finished on the back side too, because that's going to be why it's so comfortable. It feels a little bit powerful too. Just, imagine if that were straight across. It'd be kind of, ho-hum. We've seen it before. It's a band. But that powerful way that those chevron points do their thing at that widest point, well, that's what makes it, I think, very powerful. It feels very confident. It feels very, it feels very still feminine, but really just in charge. So I'm loving it. We've got a great value for you. It's not going to be $5,500. I mean, when you're getting 70 points of those types of diamonds, it should be a lot more money than where I'm taking it. So we have, reminder, only this one. So a fabulous way to get started on a Wednesday night. This is, after all, the kickoff to our week here. So welcome on into Wednesday, and let's make it better than 5 or 4 or 3 or 2. It is a favorite. Remember, this is the only one we have. It is the one you're going to get. It stays in a size 7, so you can wear that anywhere you want. It fits, I would say, maybe a tiny bit smaller than a size 7, just so, again, for reference. So I think if you're, again, if you're 6.5, you're going to be good. If you're a 6, I think you're going to be good too. We're going to make this one better than even $1,000. It is $9.99, plus you're going to take an extra 10% off. We have not depleted our savings sale yet. This is really where it's going to be last minute, last call, whatever you need from the inventory. Tell us what you might be looking for and we will bring it out to you. So that is going to be $8.99 and change at checkout if you'd like to get that one of a kind band style. It is just, you know, it's a real true test to who's ready to go first and very, very early tonight, because that is a band that I know I've had a number of requests for. It has been one that really is not anything we've seen other than this one. I mean, it's not something we've seen too many of. This combination of different stones, the pave, the black rhodium, the yellow gold on the outside, the shape of that band. So that's my one only. We're going to keep on moving because we got a lot of one-of-a-kinds to get through. It is a haul tonight. We've got one of the most important tourmalines I have ever seen. Forget about what you know about bicolor tourmalines. We're going to really wow you with some very affordable pieces as well when it comes to necklaces and earrings. I've got several options. If you stay with me, I'm going to have a preview of something that is to come this weekend. So looking forward to that. So, hey, Kathy in New York. Well, Kathy, you are so kind. Thank you so much. That is so nice of you to say. And Tony's given me some check-ins as well. Hey, Kirsten. Well, thank you so much. Oh, I'm glad you got them. That was fast. Weren't you shopping with me on Sunday and you already got your item? I love that. Well, thank you so much. My bracelets are my own. They're just basic bangles, I have to say. And then, hey, Risa, good to see you. So that one's going to be, I think Jason's going to claim that one for his collar. It does appear. And then we've got, oh, look at this new opal. I'm going to show you how serious I am about saving you money tonight. Let's go with, okay, brand new, yes, but wait till you see the value we have on this one. Wowza. Okay, just forget what you know about jewelry for a minute. We're going to have to pretend we've never, ever shopped for jewelry before, because this is going to astound you, amaze you, and make you wonder how on earth we even do this. And that's a common question. But 112-8783. And Jason, do you have the band? I thought so. Who got it? Congratulations. Yay. All right, so 8783. John got it. Thanks, John. All right, so this is a cool piece, and it's Lightning Ridge Black Opal, and it's almost a carat. We did it in platinum. So 8783, it's platinum, and then you have a 96 pointer, which of course is going to look like a 2 carat all day. And that's a 96 point pear-shaped Lightning Ridge Australian best of the best opal. And then it's got these massive diamonds around it, and that's 84 points in diamonds. The diamonds are all huge. There's one that fills in at the top that's a little smaller, and then you see how they graduate and get bigger and bigger and bigger as they wrap around. They're all big stones, though. It's stunning when you see it from a distance because, well, in an even less, let's say, a more forgiving light, you're going to get a lot more color. Now, just you have to trust. You have to trust in Lolo on this one. You have to, because $29.99. Should that be the new title of the book? Should I change the name of the book to In Lolo We Trust? As in L-O-W, L-O-W, because we're going with the Lolo prices tonight. I'm usually just L-O-L-O, but yeah, tonight it might need to be L-O-W, L-O-W. This is on the hand, by the way. So I went up high for this one, but take a look at that. There it is, and we'll show you on the ruler here how long that one is. But don't wait, because what can I say? It is a fabulous piece, 1 inch, top to bottom length. Let's show it on, because I like you to see what it's going to look like from a distance away. And the good news is, no matter if you're wearing one color or a lot of colors, it's always going to work. This is always going to match. And do you see how already now, just by virtue of the fact I'm in a lower light, now you really see even more of the colors than you would have seen when it's up close, which is where we're going to take you next. So it is fabulous in every way. Let's go back up close, and I cannot wait to give you this value. You have to dial in early tonight. Hopefully you know how important that is already, and this is natural all the way through and through. Look at that. There's all the color coming through the back side of the opal, but you also, they don't polish it. That's why it looks a little different. So they've just polished what they know is going to be the top of the cabochon, and then they keep the back more like that kind of buff natural look. So are you ready? Because I know it should be $69.99. I get it, you get it, but we're about value. So when you don't get the price, that's when you mean that's when we know we've hit the right level, right? Because we like to make sure our prices don't make any sense whatsoever. This is not going to be $69.99, and still nobody's on the phone lines for this one. So I have a feeling that when this price crashes down, it's going to be a battle of who can just get connected to us first. That really is the key here. And it's not going to be 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, or 3. And I know $29.99 would do it, but no, you're not paying that. Look at that. It's got the reds, purples, yellows, all those rare colors. We know blues and greens should be seen, but it's challenging to get into the yellows and the reds. You got it all here. It is seriously a rock star of an opal. And I'm going to make it even better than $19.99. And no, these are not small diamonds. They're huge. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, really 12 diamonds in total, but really the big ones, I mean, you expect those to be 10 and 8 pointers apiece. They are huge. And they're still VS, and I'm making that one you know what, forget about $18.88. That's the price that I could give it 10 seconds, it'd be gone. You definitely want to dial up early, because all I can say is going to be gone. There's just no question. When you put up values like this, they're not going to stick around. It's a matter of who's going to get in first and fastest, and it's not even 15 or 14 or 13. I told you I'm putting everything on sale first. I get my turn and you get your turn. We all get to discount together. And what does that equal? Well, when you plus me get together and we go shopping, we see some big savings, and you couldn't ask for more, or could you? How about $9.99 on that pendant? And then it's $100 off that too. So it's $8.99 and change, and bye-bye, it's gonna go. So that is all I can say is, yeah, whoever started dialing like 2 minutes ago is gonna be the one who's on the phone line saying yes, and that person is coming through right now. There is that delay. That's why we always talk about please dial early, because that delay is real, okay? That delay between the broadcast and the phone lines and that little blurb you gotta listen to, it is real. So you definitely wanna dial, and I think you've got it, right, Joanne? Because I cannot imagine anybody calling in and not taking that at $8.99 for that level of lightning rich opal. And then I've got an Alexandrite pendant next, actually, which is going to be, look at that, the colors are just unbelievable, and it's going to look like a 2 carat. You saw it from a distance away, you saw how big that stone looks. That is incredible. So here's our next pendant. I'm just going to keep on moving. You let me know, and you let your operator know which piece. Okay, this is just cool, sleek, it's like mod, right? I was going to say modern, but no, it's like mid-century modern. It feels like, I don't know, like I could have ripped that off like the emblem of a big Cadillac in the 1950s, right? I just love it. It's sleek, and that is Alexandrite, everybody. And I want to show you without the glare there. I mean, it is real, not like I would ever do such a thing. I would never do that, especially to a car. Oh, no. Oh, no. You know I love cars. This is 1128789. Let's make this one easy. This one's platinum. And by the way, our band is gone, but our last pendant is here, but I don't think that's for long. Now we've got another one of a kind, 8789. This is a platinum piece again with a 10-point princess cut. Alexandrite with 22 points. In other princess cut diamonds, there would be 2. They are big. They are 11 points each, 22 points in total, and that is fabulous. And now we get to go ahead and mark this one down too. Welcome into our big sizzling. It is sizzling. This is a sizzling summer savings sale event. It is more than just a sale. It is more than just a savings and clearance. This is a savings and sale together. That's the whole point. And yes, the alliteration is going to catch me up a few times, but this is what it's all about. This is your best value you're going to see. It is summertime. Let's play. Let's party. Isn't that what summertime's about? We wait all year for summertime. We like to, you know, play a little bit, maybe take a little extra time off, do something fun and adventurous. This is where, again, you never have to leave home. The vacation's coming to you, because for us jewelry gals, this is just as good. It's what makes us happy. It's what gets us excited, and we love a good savings sale event. So this is what's happening right now. This piece is going to go under $1,000, even though this is that bright purple red Alexandrite we love. Take a look at it again here so you can see what's at stake. And no, it's not going to last for long. I can tell you that right now, because this is better than you can ever imagine. And set in platinum, let me show you from a distance here too, so you can see how this is going to look, because this is a little different. This is not your typical at all. Take a look at that. That's pretty, don't you think? And then of course you're not going to see it. Of course I'm going to angle it so you can see without the glare and the reflection that it has, but just a really simple way to wear Alexandrite every day. You're going to get about, I would say, 5/8 of an inch there, top to bottom. We'll show it on the neckline for you as well, so you can see it here, just to get another scale and size perspective for you. But this is going to be better than $9.99, which is where my last pendant was, and that one is still here if anybody would like it. But now we get to take this much lower, make it super affordable, and again, 3 stones only. It's like your 3-stone, but in a pendant. We usually see that in rings. Now we've got the 3-stone pendant for you, and back to the wheel it goes. And get ready for this one, because it is going to be less than, oh, I love this one. This is a really good one. Less than $8.88 or $7.77. And look at that. It's the texture. It's that ribbing that goes right down the middle, that's slightly recessed, that holds that channel of 3 individual princess cut stones. That is one unbelievable Alexandrite for the amount of purple it's giving. You can still see the blues and greens, but it's already turning purple right before our eyes, and it's not even $7.77, it's $6.99. So that's a one of a kind as well. And don't forget about the opal. My goodness, the opal, the pear shape, brand new, still here at $9.99. So that's one to also consider and think about, because at $9.99 for all those diamonds, and again, that was the opal piece, a little bit larger than the Alexandrite, but you got that one for $9.99, this one for $6.99. Of course, that's about $70 off, so you'll get it for $6.29. $199 and change. And then we've got a black opal and a ring too. So we can get you covered in black opal jewelry no matter where you are trying to decorate. And again, whatever it is, if you want something special in a ring, we got it. It's a little bigger opal coming up. It'll be 1, 2, 3. And then also I have a golden pearl pendant that's new. I did bring out some Indicolites, and we have a radiant cut Sweet Home Rhodochrosite. So that's going to be fabulous. All right, let's see who's got that one. I think, Jason, do you have the hot phone tonight? It looks and appears so. All right, so we'll see if that one's gone. Congratulations if you do get it. Are we ready for the opal ring? Here's the ring that's going to be even, well, I love this pattern too. It's a very distinctive pattern. And I'll move it around a bit so you can see it from every direction. But this has those very distinctive blues and greens. Yes, still lightning ridge. And this time it's going to be out number 11279151. And that is, well, that's a lightning ridge stone with the blues and greens. It's a 123 carat weight as well. And it's going to be a 15-point diamond weight also, all in bigger diamonds. So you've got your big round brilliant immediately beside it. Those are individual baguettes right beside that. So 4 stones in total and set in the platinum. And I still love the way it's a split shank, but those diamonds are set in between there. So they're set down in, and this one's under 1,000. Actually, this isn't going to be much more than the pendant just was, and yet that's, well, actually, let's go even lower. The pendant was $9.99. I'm going to take this even lower and make it $888 plus your $88.80 off. So that's going to take it down to $799 on a platinum ring with a 1 carat pluser. I don't think you'll forget that carat weight. It's your 1, 2, 3. So that's $888 minus your 10%. Again, the savings are still in effect. So we are continuing on. It's that midway point of the year. We decided let's clear out some jewelry, whether it's been here for a minute, whether it's brand new today, whatever it is, we're going to clear out some extra jewelry for you, and that's how we roll. So give us a call. Risa, you're very welcome. You're welcome. No problem. My pleasure. All right, so let me try this one on, and then Jason, are you taking something from earlier? Okay, so we've got last look at this one here. So 2 opal well, the opal pendant, the opal ring, the Alexandrite pendant as well, and that'll be $888. Okay, so make sure you get that if you'd like it. Let's keep on rocking. We got a lot of one-of-a-kinds. I've got, probably just about 550 items to get through tonight, so it's going to be a number of them. Now, here's one of the rarest stones I can ever show you. Ever, any given day, any given evening, no matter what. This is one of our rarest of them all. This is a rhodochrosite, and unlike most rhodochrosites, where if I've come across them in the past, they are usually just gem specimens. Just a specimen of a gem, meaning it's usually in the rough state, or it's a little crystal like from the rough where it looks more or less like a little pink rock. This is different. This is a gem quality material stone, so that way we faceted it for you, had that amazing radiant cut. Actually, still after faceting, it's still 70 points, which in the rhodochrosite world is considered very large. And you have this incredible band. Of course, who's shying away from gold? Not us. We are loving our gold. We love to do a lot of gold here. We're doing a lot of gold in this band with the diamonds burnished into the sides. They're scattered more or less. It's like that constellation design we're seeing a lot in designer jewelry. Take a look at this. This is our 70 pointer. It's 1125584. And that is a beautiful look, is it not? 70 points and that really clean. That's another thing. You don't always get that high clarity in a rhodochrosite, as we just discussed. A lot of times they're not even facet grade, so they're left in their rough state. That's not the case here. You've got that beautiful radiant cut. You've got 70 points in total there, and then the diamonds every which way at 53 points as well. So that's exciting. And here we go. And then we've got a request on a golden pearl pendant for you. And John, you know, he might also want to see the brand new one too. I don't know if it was this, or was he looking for white? Okay, white pearl. All right, so we got it. So we got both. We got both of the big pearls today in the South Sea variety, but here's our rhodochrosite. Yellow gold is how it stays. 53 points in diamonds, and again, look at that gold. That's the inside. This is one of those smooth, finished, beautiful, really, really rare pieces to see, and yet, look at that. That's from, in Colorado. So you don't have to go all that far away. But that's really the source for this gem that is so exotic and rare. So we're thrilled to bring it to you. Great new discount on this one. As a matter of fact, it used to be $79.99. That is an older price that now is subjected to my savings sale and then your discount as well. And we will make this even better than half off. A $4,000 price tag, not good enough. A $3,000 price tag. Well, that's real good. $29.99 is pretty amazing for any rhodochrosite of gem quality. I think there's a richness about it in the yellow gold. If you're thinking, oh, I've seen that before here, you're probably thinking of Mahenge. That's usually what we have in this color variety. This is very different. This is a whole nother step up. And for as rare and beautiful as Mahenge spinels are that also have that pinky red pop, this is even more so. Really a rare stone in gem quality variety. So I'm so thrilled we have it for you. It's not even going to be $2,500 or $24.99. We will take this on down and make it even better and make it just not, you know what, $19.99 is fine. We'll do it. Anything goes tonight, okay? Anything goes. That's why I want you to continue making those requests. Tell us what you'd like to see on the air. We've got, you know, we're a little different from other places. We got one of a kinds here, and we are really proud to show you the piece you are getting, but arriving in your size, ready to wear. Okay, so the white pearl piece is coming up next as a request. Then we have a golden pearl that's new. I did bring out an Indicolite. It's kind of a teal tourmaline in a ring and also in a pendant. So we got some new tourmalines on the way that I know you will love. But here's what's next. And John, thank you for that request. It's actually an enhancer. And this is, it's rare because it's a white pearl from the South Seas. So we're not talking about a cultured white pearl here. We're talking about, ooh, this one. And this is just talk about spectator. Elegant look with the black and the white diamonds here with your pearl. Call me on the Rhodo. And here we go with 1119637. One of the largest pearls. Keep in mind, this is a round pearl. And I say that because you're going, all pearls are round, right? What's she talking about? No, not all pearls are round. Very few are actually. In their natural state, if they're not just, you know, some kind of imitated look or lab man-made kind of thing, well, most pearls have actually some, you know, wonky shapes to them. So it's a technical term. Wonky shapes, kind of like oblong, oval, weird, kind of what we call, a nice way to put it would be Baroque. And there is nothing wrong with a Baroque pearl. A lot of beautiful ones out there. Sometimes they're actually quite pricey as well. But this is where you're getting that perfectly round and 14 millimeters. So it is a big time stone, a great size to get. And then, of course, you get it with this fabulous diamond style, which is black and white diamonds. Come on over and take a look at it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's pave, black and white up top, and then it has, that design's going to go all the way around. So actually, you could wear it this way too. And it's an enhancer. And why is that so key? And why is that so important when you have a pearl? Because maybe you have a strand of pearls. And you know that it would take a very big bail to go around a strand of pearls if you're just stringing your pearls through a bail. That would be very difficult to do. You would need a bail that would look so kind of cartoonish, it would be weird. So now with the enhancer bail, you can actually flip open the back of the bail and then attach that to the intersection of your pearls, whether they be smaller or larger pearls or really anything in between. This flip top in the back allows you to have more versatility to your pendant, and you can still wear it on a chain. And you know, to that end, I'm going to throw in the chain. We're going to give you the chain for free, so you can do what you will with that. Of course, wear it with that piece as well. Is going to be a fully beautiful and I must say 18-inch gorgeous, you know, diamond cut link chain. So you've got a great chain to go with everything, and it's going to be a great value. This is 18 karat gold, 14 millimeters we discussed in the round, 50 points in your diamonds total overall. It's going to be more black diamonds than white diamonds there, and you see that's your little tour around your pearl, so you can see that beautiful round shape it gives, and then of course all the luster it also provides. And we're going to blow it out right now for better. This is our lowest price ever, and that is to be expected on anything you see or ask for during this event. So please feel free to do just that. But this is not going to be that $48.99 like it used to be. If you've seen it before, you might remember that. It's not something that gets on the air all the time. A little more unique to see those larger South Sea white pearls. They're very unique, and again, it's different than a cultured pearl, which is a little easier to come across. This is a whole different level, and we're going to take it down below even $2,000. Already a great value. I don't think anyone's going to dispute that at $19.99, but we're going to take it lower, and I hope John's on the line. If you were looking for a golden pearl in a pendant, we've got a similar size for you, but it'll be an oval shape. A little bit more unusual to get the perfect round like you see here, especially in that size. And remember, it is all 18 karat gold, and that includes the chain. So you also have that upgrade there. And we'll make it only $16.99. There's about $170 coming off that price too. So that means your grand total is only $15.29 and change. So that's a good way to go. And we will celebrate the July birthstone coming up next in a ruby. And let me show you the length in case you haven't seen this before. I know it was a request, so figure you might have seen this in the past, but let's take a look at this from a distance. And first, well, I'm kind of tempted to reverse it too, and that one may already be gone, but there's the size, just so you can see the size that it gives, 1.25 inches, and then we'll put it on the neckline for you. This one is already spoken for, but that is that just, if there was a piece tonight that really was the definition visually of couture, I think it's that. So that one is gone. And then while we're at it, let me show you the golden pearl we have that's somewhat similar. And oh, I said I would do ruby, so let's celebrate that. And then we'll do the beautiful golden pearl we have. Now this ruby, very clean. If you got this in anything over a carat, it'd be in the tens of thousands of dollars. So let's just say 7470 is going to be nice because it's still giving you a plenty big enough size, obviously, to be a center stone ring. The pearl's gone, by the way. The pearl is sold and done. But here we go. That just, wow, I saw some big rainbow brilliance from that baguette there. That tapered baguette is gorgeous. Look at that. See, some people say, oh, do baguettes give me all the brilliance I want? Yes, they do. And 49 points in this ruby, plus your 55 points in your diamonds. Again, all bigger diamonds really throughout. The round brilliance making up that halo, couple of baguettes that are just going to give you a nice little detail down the sides, but still on top of that wider band of platinum. And this is a one only. And anybody who has a birthday this month, like my brother, whose birthday is today, happy birthday to my baby brother. But that is, yeah, we celebrated on Monday, but yeah, it's his birthday today, so thinking of him today. But this is, of course, all of the July baby's birthstone here. So a really special one with that bright, bright red and that super, super high clarity. And we will make this one only $999. And that way you can save an extra $100 off that price and get it for $899 instead. So sizzling summer savings time, and we've got 10% off anything you want to ask for. And by the way, Jason, was that a requester there who picked that up? And we still have our opal pendant and our Alexandrite pendant. I'm living in some kind of dream right now if those are still available for me at the end of this show. My goodness, 8 o'clock tonight, I'm going to be shopping. We have the Rhodochrosite as well. I'm not even an opal person. I'm not a fan of opals unless they're really, really good. Usually they tend to be then like that stone, you know, you ever see something in a stone, you go, oh, I like that one. And then you're like, okay, so I have the option of either buying that and being homeless because I would literally have to sell my house to buy that stone, like where it's millions and millions of dollars. That's the kind of opal I usually like. I loved that opal we had earlier. So remember, it was only $9.99 for a big opal pendant. So there are still some great pieces here from the very first couple of minutes. And now the ruby going on the hand here very quickly. I know this one is a smaller size, so it's going to be just a little bit too small for me to wear on the ring finger, but there it is. For a little size perspective, at least on the pinky there with that bright clarity, it is glowing like another dimension, because usually rubies are going to be quite opaque and not have really any kind of transparency. It takes a special ruby to get up into that highly transparent grade that you're seeing right there, where you could sit, and if you had fine print enough, you could actually read right through it. So that would be a one only there. And then speaking of rare in pendants and pinky reds and all the things we love about rarity, and I just mentioned this with our Rhodochrosite, we have a stone here that we see every so often called Mahenge spinel. And I have one here, and it's 1122875, and it's going to be that great way to actually, dare I use the word gift, because this could be a great gift idea in fine jewelry if you've given up on the idea in recent months, thinking, well, when gold's where it is, I think I'm going to be going the faux route, or I'm going to be going with those vermeils. I looked through a catalog today. I had a catalog delivered yesterday to my home that is from one of my, actually a jewelry retailer I quite enjoy and quite love, and have shopped there before and really love what they do. And they send out catalogs. That's kind of their business. They don't have retail stores. They do their business via catalogs and via e-commerce. And yet, when I looked through that catalog, and this is a fine jeweler from many, many years back. They've been around for, you know, literally decades. And yet I could not find anything anymore that was done in solid gold, except for those little tiny little, they were called it was like the baby section. It was the kids section, where it was like the starter pieces and starter studs and little trinkets you buy for like a 5-year-old. That was all they had even to offer in solid gold anymore. It's like, what is going on? This is where we're going. And yet there's a lot of people that have to turn that way, especially if you still want to give the luxury of jewelry as a gift. Well, we're here to prove otherwise, that you can still have great gifting moments with really fine jewelry you can be proud to give, proud to receive. Maybe this is a gift to me, from me, why not? But that's a Mahenge spinel at 18 points in the princess cut there, or the square asher rather. And it's going to be our 6 points in diamonds. I'm going to throw in a diamond chain. There are 2 diamonds in this chain and adjustability built in. So a lobster claw clasp. Let me verify that actually and make sure that is the case, because we do both. Nope, this is a spring ring, because of course the second I said, I went, nope, 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 nope. That's going to be our spring. Is it the spring ring? What is going on? It's all kind of mangled here. There we go. So yes, that is the spring ring. Okay, just had to take a look there. Spring ring closure, 16, 17, 18 inches in length, and yet a beautiful, beautiful piece. And this is pretty cool, isn't it? 18 pointer, 6 pointers of diamonds, we're going to blow it out. And this is a great necklace where, again, chain comes off it. So it's a pendant and a chain. You get both. You're getting 2 pieces of jewelry. That's really important. It's going to be better than even $1,000 and not even 500 bucks. Welcome in, Sizzling Summer Savings Sale. We got more for you on the way. And I will tell you right now, this chain is worth the price of admission, no doubt about it. Gold's just getting a little bit more crazy here. So this is not here, but everywhere else you look, it's like by the time December rolls around, I think we're going to be, you know, a lot of us are going to be priced out of the fine jewelry world, but you've got us here in your corner to help you shop these savings right here. $4.99 is not going to be, we'll make it $3.99. And there's still 10% off that price too. And then there's your adjustability you have as well. So there's that spring ring closure and that 16, 17, and 18 inches. And remember, that's still going to come off. So the pendant is removable from the chain. Yes, even with the big bezel set diamonds. So you can change it up, switch it up. You have a chain that's going to be your new go-to, because who doesn't want a chain with diamonds? Let me try to center that up here best I can here and just take a look at it. There you go. So there it is between the 2 diamonds. Obviously, you can wear it however you want. I would say this is also a chain that could work on its own. I don't even think you need a pendant on this chain. You could wear it all by itself. And $3.99, amazing, isn't it? So really, really special buy there, and only going to be about $40 off. So you've got that really incredible $369 deal instead. And it's worth $350. What did I say? $359 or $369? Either way, it's going to be $359. So really good. So that's going to be our Mahenge, one only there in the white gold. And that's going to be your option for a wonderful 2-for. You got 2 great pieces of jewelry all in one for just a teeny tiny little price. Okay, then I'm just gonna show you something for fun. I don't think anybody can afford it, but I love to look at things that nobody can afford. Sometimes that's fun, right? And then if I can, if somebody's out there and goes, no, I love it, just give me the deal. I will make it happen, because there is something of a bit of a luxury stone here that you don't normally see. I think our Mahenge may be gone, but call us. Our operators they're hanging out. They're ready to help you out. But let's take a look at this tourmaline. This is one of those where you can look at a lot of jewelry, and I know there's a lot of you out there that go, she can't show me anything I hadn't seen before. Well, let me show you the stone. There are some tourmalines, because of their ability to have multiple colors blended. You've all seen the 2 where there's colors blended together, where it looks like a mixture of colors, where you blended 2 colors together. And when I say you, I mean Mother Nature did. Or there's other tourmalines, they're called bicolors, where there's 2 distinctive separate colors. This is really a little something extra on that front. And usually when they are bicolor, it's going to be pink and green, and that's that. Well, wait till you see what we have here. And call me on the Mahenge if you like it, because that one should be gone. And then let me just show you this. It is just crazy cool. There are certain stones that just make you wonder, how on earth does Mother Nature, we can read, we can study, we can do all the work in our due diligence in researching how gems are made in Mother Nature and how they are excavated from the earth and how they're faceted to make them beautiful gems like we see here. But then you look at a stone like this, and I think it just is one of those that really just is it makes us step back a minute and really ponder the amazing, incredible skills of Mother Nature to do stones like this, where it's this pretty golden pinky color. It's like a pot barasha color at first, top and bottom. And then the center of the stone is more of this really pretty, softer, minty green. And it just does this perfect ombre where there's a transition between the 2 that's also very, very important, isn't it? So you've got the bridge mounting, which is also accentuating that. It's 8108 is the item number, and that'll be a nice large stone there. 626, oh, it looks like our area code. It's going to be our 626 stone. That is a nice size to get a tourmaline. And then you've got the bridge mounting with a carat 11 in the diamonds in item number 8108. So there's another area code in there somewhere, Tone. So yeah, 818, 626, we got them. We got them. Just one of the, I don't know, 82 area codes we have in LA County. But that is our really special look there. Isn't that a great stone? And yellow gold, I can change it if you absolutely must. If you'd rather have it in the white gold, no problem. If you'd rather have it in rose gold, I guess we could do that too. That wouldn't look half bad. But this is something that is just rarity. And I think what a good job to take the specialty nature of the stone and accentuate that in the bridge, where it's like the diamonds are connected in a way. They're not, they're underneath and they're running well below the stone, but it's like they're connected to the green colors that are coming through. And then you can see in the depths of the stone, you see the pavilion shows a lot of green, then it gets more golden. I love looking at it from different angles to really kind of pinpoint where that graduation in color happens. And it just is 1 in a million. and I might be selling it a bit short, maybe more like 1 in a billion. It's not many stones that can look like this and be that really beautiful symmetry. So we're very excited to have this, and I'm really glad you're here to see it tonight at a markdown. That also makes it very exciting as well. So here we go. This is going to be it, $79.99. It will not be. We've got a huge value. These are the perfect pieces that I love during an event like this because they get to be discounted. I think at $79.99, it's a piece that a lot of us are going to look at, admire, and say, next time, or let me wait, or, well, that's a good piece and I'm glad I saw it, but it's not for me. That's a higher price tag, well worthy for the stone and its rarity and the colors it's giving. However, if we're really interested in moving jewelry, and we are, this is also the halfway point of the year, it marks that halfway point. We are clearing out some jewelry. It's a clearance sale. It has taken new and some pieces that have been here for a minute, like these museum pieces. Chances are, if it's a piece that's been here, it's one of those higher end. That just is, it's a great piece. It just needs a discount to get on out the door to you. So that's what tonight's about. And this is not going to be $79 or $69. Or even going to be $59.99, and that's a 6-carat pluser, so it's a nice big stone size, and yet the colors are remarkable, and it won't be 5 and it won't be 4. It's $39.99 to the very first caller. So there you go. We have made that one easy and affordable for you right here and now, and you got $400 extra coming right off that price tag. So when you say yes, done, it's going to be $400 right back into your pocket. Yellow diamond earrings are coming up. I don't think we should wait on these. Given that we only have a couple of them to go around, I'm going to give you and there's a band coming up this weekend that is going to be fabulous as well. And Jason, did you get the Mahenge spinel necklace? All right, I think that one still might be here. Check with your operators on that. Got some really cool pieces still available for you from the first couple of minutes of the show. And don't forget about that opal, because this just proves to me that maybe we don't have a full audience quite yet. It usually does take about 3 hours to get everybody here. But take a look at that. That's the opal that you may have not seen earlier tonight. That is the 96-point pear shape with the big old diamonds, and that's $9.99 if you'd like to get it. And still, that is still one of the craziest values of this entire event that I've seen. Okay, so now we're going to talk earrings, because I have this really special opportunity, and I've got to look on this on the hand really quickly, and then we will get to the golden pearl pendant and look at that on the hand just so you can see that beautiful color from a distance. Because if you think that color is going to be lost, or let's say the colors in their transition, I think that just got brighter. And it's also playing with the faceting to see how that looks there, where you've got the light running all the way. I mean, it's like a waterfall running all the way through that stone. Just beautiful prismatic color coming all the way through. So that's going to be $39.99. You less it, get $400 off, and really good value there. So, and I love it in the yellow. I don't think you need to touch a thing about it. Just looks good the way it is. So now we get to talk earrings. How many of you picked up some earrings, or rather some rings in yellow diamonds recently? Do you have a center stone? Do you have maybe that 5-stone band we had a couple weekends ago? I decided we needed some yellow diamond earrings that were not going to be $10,000 or $20,000, because I've had those in recent days. Wanted to bring you yellow diamonds in a stud style, but still give it a lot of sparkle, because that's what we're here to provide. And you've got these sensational stones here, bright as can be, 4 per earring, making it look like a princess cut, when instead you have the 4 rounds together in that squared off formation. And it's going to be 8, let's see, what is this one? This one's 8658, 8658. I'm going to just do a little refocus here on the cameras, because, you know, got to do that once you zoom in and out. And so there we go, much better. So this is 40 points. 40 points, 8 stones. I think we all know what that means. 5 points each on the earrings. Then beads of gold that separates. They are the prongs, yes, but they're also, given that they're a little more pronounced and given that they're mirror finished, it's going to give you this beautiful look. So it really fills in the rounds to give you that squared off look, which is why from a distance, when they're on the ear, everybody's going to think you're wearing a princess cut, really. And that's the beauty, but with extra faceting. So we've got a really outstanding value here. These are new, but you can't be intimidated by new. Because I know a lot of people go, oh, new, I can't afford that. If it was made this century, I can't afford it in gold. That's how it would usually be. But given that we have the values and the savings and the discounts we do, you get to save even on the brand new. Isn't that the beauty? I mean, we could just be doing a regular Wednesday night. We could be just putting up great pieces that are brand new and just get them out the door. But instead, we're going extra, extra low. We're discounting everything that we have here, brand new or not. And everything gets a discount. So pretend these earrings have been here a year if it makes you more comfortable, because that's where we're taking the price tag, because the $16.99 price goes away. That's supposed to be. That's where they would be if this were just any old ordinary Wednesday. That's exactly the kind of value you tune in to TVON for. That's what we expect. We want a great value. We want a big discount. We want to see something special all the time. We want to get something that we don't yet already have. Well, this could be that earring you need, but they're not going to be $16.99, and that's thanks to I get to do what I want with the sale price. I get to make it a lot easier, a lot more affordable, and a lot better. You're going to see them on the ear. We're going to show you the size. They're only in yellow gold, because of course that's what fills in those yellow diamonds so beautifully. You've got the match there so that they can look just fabulous on. I'm going to say open to a probably primary piercing only, maybe a secondary piercing. It just kind of depends on how big you like those earring stacks to go. But let me at least show you here from a distance. And I like to do this, that little rotation, just to make it, look at that. It looks almost like now that designer quatrefoil look, and it gives you a little more height top to bottom. This is a stud, but still I like to give you that measurement there so you can see they are 1/4 inch if they're square and a little over 1/4 inch when they are top to bottom, point to point like that. So I'll put one up against the ear for you. No, they are not going to be even $9.99. Got the discount. We've got the savings. I'm so excited they're here for you, brand new. And I think for all the yellow diamond rings we've had over the long span of time we've been around, this is the earring that so many of us need to have as a nice matching set that really completes the look. And yeah, I would say they would go if you do have more than one piercing. I think they can certainly, they're big enough for a primary, but I think they could also be stacked right on up the ear for you, and they could be great as a second or third piercing also. And right up there, right? Why not? They can go anywhere you want them to go. They really can. But they have got some flash, and they're still the natural yellow diamonds we love. They're not treated. They're not synthesized. They're not simulated either. This is the good stuff, and they are a great price. So instead of $9.99, let's go back to the wheel and show you how beautiful. There's something remarkable about yellows, and I love that they're the brighter, because if they were a little softer color, I think it would be tougher to make out as an earring that they are yellows. I think that that stronger color is really important here, so you can really see that they are going to be that gorgeous look from a distance away. So it's not even $8.88, and you want to be on the phone lines. We have just a couple of pairs available. It doesn't even look like that you got these matched up together, because I was looking at them all earlier, and then I was looking and saw the remarkable matching, and then I think they ended up with a couple of different earrings together from two separate pairs. But either way, we know they're matched, and we know they're gorgeous, and they're also now really affordable, to the tune of better than even $8.88. You've got a huge value coming your way. Please don't wait. It's never smart. Now, if you get on the phone lines and you find out the price isn't for me, that's okay too. That's all right. You can go. You can decline. You can go on your merry way, or if you wait too long, you run that risk of missing out on the little quantity that we do have. So I don't want that to happen, because this is an important day for savings and for value, and they're not even $799. We're going lower than that. Got to make sure you get on the phone lines here, though, because this is where they're not going to last. We know that. It's something everybody's been asking me for and needing. We don't have very often. We understand that. And we're going to make them even better than $777 or $699. This is why they're here early. Very few to go around. Want to make sure you get a pair before they're completely sold out and done. And we're going to make these only $599 a pair, and that'll be before 10% off. So you got them for, how about a $539 price tag to get the big 5 pointers? Let's not forget that. 5 points a piece. I know 40 points may not, in the grand scheme of things, you're going, oh, 40 points, but it's an earring stud. It's an earring stud in which there are 8 stones. So 5 pointers in the yellow diamonds, pretty impressive, and they are $539 a pair. So yellow gold only, we'll give them 60 seconds. Yell them out when you've got them. Don't forget to ask about pieces we had earlier in the show. A lot of wonderful one-of-a-kinds that are still hanging out here, including that bicolor, tricolor, mirror image, ombre tourmaline, the beautiful golden pearls coming up. We have a ruby bangle tonight. Oh, the ruby bangle. Now, Jason, what'd you pick up and who was shopping there? Uh-huh. And who was shopping? Oh, is that code? Oh, gotcha. I thought you were giving me initials. Well, you did give me initials. Got it. Okay, well, thank you. Okay, so 45 seconds. Oh, my goodness. Now, let me think who that is. All righty, coming up. Oh, let's just pop in a zircon for a look. So we're looking at diamonds, and there's only one thing that can give diamonds a run for their money. Look at that. That is, if it's not in focus and it looks like that, I want to know more about it. That's going to be that Sparkle City Stone. We've got it. We've got new ruby coming up. I got some wheels are brand new as well. We're just putting up pieces together that you've never seen before, discounting those. Don't forget to get requests in. Or like I said, maybe if you were on the go this holiday weekend when we last saw you, I know that may seem like a distant memory at this point. Now that we're already in the 9th of July. But the holiday 4th weekend, if you were a little bit busy and on the go, understandable. I know a lot of Americans were. Well, guess what? We can get you anything that's still here. We can bring it right back out. And luckily you didn't miss the boat on the sale. I got so inundated with just that. It was questions and requests and emails all weekend long about, do you think there's any way I could still get a piece from the holiday weekend? And the answer now is yes, and at a great sale price too. So that really helps out. So do let me know if you would like. We've got that fabulous earring. Okay, let's get to this ruby bangle. Because sometimes, you know, specialty pieces, they got to come out and play early. And if you have any requests whatsoever, need to hear what those might be, there are the yellow diamond earrings. Okay, so those are on their way. And then here's what we've got in a whole collection of rubies in one piece. And we're not going to say let's divvy them up against all these different families across the world. We're just going to give them all to one of you. And that is truly the way you have to think about this, because it is unusual to get, first of all, a ruby out of Burma, second of all, a round, third, a big size, and then how about 7 of them together that match? This looks like you've been collecting for years. And I got to tell you, the first task I ever had was matching rubies in this business. It was a good way to get to know your inventory. I sat down in a back inventory room. This was back in the early 2000s. And I was literally given a parcel of rubies that, I kid you not, it seemed like it must have been, you know, like those big buckets you'd see at a construction site. It was like a bucket full of rubies. And it was take them all out and match them up. And honestly, it was dizzying. It was completely, really, truly quite impossible to do, because when you're even dealing with a number of stones to choose from, it's very difficult to actually be able to match any 2 or 3 or let alone 7 exactly the same with the color and the clarity and everything else. That's not easy to do. And so I look at a piece like this and I feel like we need to remind everybody who's not sitting at a jewelry bench every day making jewelry how very impressive it is just to see this here and to have that gorgeous array together. So it is like a collection you've been looking at for years, and yet managed to find 7 immaculate Burma stones in the round that are together. It's 1128642. It's 323 total in your rubies. So yes, they're a good size in the rounds, and then you also have the 62 points in diamonds as your halo around each and every one of them. Now that's all in a bangle, so self-contained, lovely piece, gorgeous average size bangle as well, so you can wear it however you like. If you wear anywhere between a 6.5 and 7.5 inch bracelet, typically it's going to work for you, and it's in yellow gold. Okay, so now let's try it on, because again, I've already had questions today about, well, why don't you sell more bangles? Well, in today's day and age, a gold bangle by itself, you know, one of these guys, one of these boring gold bangles, that's going to be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So when you actually look, because again, please note, that's just a hollowed out gold bangle. That is thousands of dollars. Now, I luckily bought mine years ago, so, you know, that's good news. But the idea is that now with just plain gold, even in its hollowed out state, that's going to be very pricey to do. We have a bangle with the ruby set across the top and the diamonds around them, and it's going to be one only in the world. This is another one that's a prime candidate for, hey, let's discount it, because it's got one of these bigger prices. It does have this little hinge on the side, so there's a little button you see right now. There's 2 figure 8s. They're open, because I'm about to just open this up for you. Take the bracelet off the wrist. You see it just opens up like so. This also makes it really easy to put on, because you can do it literally with just 2 or 3 fingers, and snap, close, done, and now you're going to lock those figure 8s when you're out the door. So you are knowing that that is secure and completely yours. Now, we've also got a big value coming your way, because like I said, this is normally one that's about $15,000. $14,999 to be exact. We're going to take it significantly lower than that. I'm just giving it an extra polish here before I put it back down on the wheel. And now we're going to get you a huge value on this one for one caller. 7 stones, 7th month. It was the 7th day the other day, right? That was fun. 7-7. Hope y'all had a lucky day. But 7 stones, 7th month, and it's the birthstone for this month, which is why I'm seeing a very cool pattern and perhaps the possibility of some meaning behind your bracelet. You're born in this month of July, that's your birthstone, but it's also the 7th month and you get 7 stones. So it might be just the perfect piece for somebody out there. And of course, maybe considered a bit lucky, and you're getting the rounds. And of course, you've got the great diamonds around them, 62 points, and we're gonna blow it out for better than even $49.99. Previously, and this would be a challenge to do just the gold for $49.99. We all know that. That's the way it goes. That's the gold world we live in. I know, I wish we could all time travel back to the 80s and see gold for $100 or $200 or $300 an ounce. That would be wonderful. Even when I started in the business, it was about $360 an ounce for gold. Now it's $3,000 more than that or so. So it's a different world, that's for sure. But this is not gonna be 49 or 39. This is just a serious, one-of-a-kind giveaway. Stays in the yellow, stays in the average size it's in, but it is not going to be $39.99. It's even better. And another candidate for a great big discount in addition to what you're seeing me do, because we're not even asking for $3,500. It is $34.99. Let's move some jewelry tonight. I got the values you've been waiting on right here, and that will end up being $31.49 and change, and that means 10 cents. So yes, I think we can handle it, right? $31.49, that's a beauty of a value right there. And all we need to do is say bye-bye at $31.49 as it is in the yellow gold. Looks fantastic. And then of course you've got those gorgeous red rubies and the big diamonds and the gold, gorgeous gold as well. And each and every one of them, as you walk your way through from one side to the other, they're all super clean and glowy. They're all super clean and bright. They would not have that kind of glow and that kind of gemmy look if they weren't. They just don't. Usually they're a deep brown burgundy and they kind of look like a really kind of deeper oxblood type of color. That's how most of the rubies from the world look, not those stones. They're fantastic. So that's going to be our best of the best in ruby bangle, and they are meant to go right across the top of the wrist. And then if anybody's looking for a more expensive bangle, we do diamonds. You would think that this might be a little bit less money than that, and the truth is it's not, because you know, anywhere else in the world it would be. Diamonds and rubies are not on the same plane of pricing. Rubies are far more valuable than diamonds, especially, well, good quality rubies from Burma, far more valuable than diamonds. Our diamond bangle, which is thinner, which does have a great diamond weight, but that's more money for the diamond bangle. So I would say if you're really looking for something exotic in a bangle or to stack or what have you, that's a good way to do it right then and there. Okay, so we're moving on. We've got, I hope we'll get some requests in tonight. I'm 2 for 2 on requests. We've had 2 requests, and they've both gone out the door. So that's exciting news. We also have a big yellow diamond. There were a few of you the other day very upset with me because I sold a yellow diamond piece that was very large, and we all wanted it. I was one of them. I was right there with you. I did bring out something pretty similar tonight that is new, and it's our best yet in our diamond jewelry in the yellows. That is the serious color of yellow we want to see, in a huge pear-shaped diamond pendant, and then it's got the really large white diamonds around it as well. So that is something of importance, and I'll just let you know it's here. Remember the other day there was a big, it was a very cool square cushion, and it was about this size. This one's a carat 55. It's 8890, by the way. It's brand new right now. 8890, carat 55 on the yellow diamond, which is natural. It's in platinum and 18K, so I guess we'll have to look on the back to see which is which. I do believe it's platinum for the actual pendant, 18 karat on the chain. I am not sure that I can read all that from here, but this is going to be 96 points in diamonds around it as well. That would be a large pear shape at the top and several marquise cuts around that, and it's for one collar only. So if that looks like something of interest to you, let me know. We're even going to throw in that big Rolo link chain with the lobster claw clasp band adjustability as well. But this reminds me a lot of the one we had. It was on a big platform of diamonds the other day. It was about this size in the center stone, but now we go with the pear shape and even a brighter color, a richer, more saturated color of yellow. And this is what it looks like from a distance, and it is significant. And that is, think about what that would, you know, charge and how much that would run you in a white diamond world, but of course, being the yellow diamond in the middle that is natural is so much more impressive. So that's just something to think about, something that I wanted to show you that is brand new today. And then we've got our pendants. Let's get into some other exotic tourmalines like this Indicolite. True Indicolite tourmaline, just getting this one polished up from the bag, and here we go. That is a true blue, and this one is a mess because it just needs a little extra polishing here. Everything that you don't see in person, you do see on camera, which is why you can feel, as a consumer at home, why you need to feel really good, because I look at everything with a really scrutinizing eye, everything before the show, and yet I don't see anything that I see when I see it on the air. So you guys are getting a good look at it and seeing every last detail of your stone. So there it is. This is a beautiful platinum pendant. It's 112-8908, and that is true Indicolite. And I'm going to ask everybody who's passively listening to me in the background, maybe just glance up at your screen for a moment just to see this stone, because it really, truly is Indicolite. And most of them look more green than this. This is a true Indicolite. For an example here, if you like a better, more side-by-side kind of obvious view, this is what most quote-unquote Indicolites look like in the world, okay? That's what, if you're flipping through the dial right now and you see a stone like that and somebody's screaming at you that that's Indicolite, I would say, shame on them. And I'm a little bit just, again, little too particular on that. That's not an Indicolite. That's what has a blue-green element. It is teal, though. That is an Indicolite. And that's a beautiful stone no matter what. They're both beautiful. It's just, this is a true blue tourmaline, and that's what I will consider Indicolite. It's a 3-carat 72. It's a radiant cut. It's in platinum, and it's got 12 points in diamonds on the lower half of the pendant, because there's your hidden bail right over there on the left side. It means that's going to be the top of your pendant, so I'll show you right now what that's going to look like when you have that on your favorite chain. That's what it will look like, and the color is tremendous. And of course, there's a slight curve to the actual platinum piece versus the stone, which is almost set diagonal the other direction. Here's what it looks like from a distance. That is 1.25 inches top to bottom. And we're going to show it on the neckline as well, so you can see how it's going to look when it's on you. And you put your favorite chain inside the bail, and that's how it's going to look from a distance. So it's really got that gorgeous glow, and a really big shout out to the lapidary, because that radiant cutting is it's a great combination for that stone and its color. So let's move back to the wheel up close, show you what it's all about here, and give you one heck of a deal as well. First caller on this one, of course. And Indicolite is a rarity. It's one of the top rare. I actually find now, this is a true statement. I'm here every single night with you, or day, night, every time we have a show. I'm here with you. I have more paraibas and copper-bearing stones on this show than I have Indicolites. And it's an overwhelming ratio. I can show you on any given night. Lately, I've been showing you about 5 to 10 paraibas a week. I have one Indicolite, true Indicolite, usually one every 6 months. It is really, really, really rare as a color of tourmaline, and we're so proud to bring this to you, and a great value as well. Very first caller on this one, who's it gonna be? Call us up early. We've got the values here. We're taking brand new like this, which should be $39.99, and that's a great price. I think that's got a shot of going out any day of the week. But with this sale event, I know that you're expecting better, and you want to see the lowest prices ever, and you want to see something happen that's going to get you excited about owning the piece, not just for its beauty, but also knowing that you're a great shopper and you see a great value and you know it. And we're going to take this on down from $39 to $29 to, you know what, skip it, we'll do $19.99. And that's it on the Indicolite. And you get $200 off too. $200. Not a small amount to save in extra savings, extra deal, extra discount. It's happening right now, $17.99. And then we've got that teal as well. And don't forget to call me on the yellow diamond. If that is what you're looking for, we can bring that out and tell you a little bit more about it. It's not exactly inexpensive with the diamond weight it has, but it is fabulous, and it is here, and it may be just perfect for somebody out there watching tonight. Sure hope so. So that's going to be $17.99. All right, let's move on. And any requests you have, get those in too. All right. Welcome in, everybody. This is our big sale event. We got a couple minutes to our top of the hour. Glad you're with us tonight. My name is Lauren Blair. We've got a last couple of hours tonight. The sales savings event. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you can find something from the inventory you love and can't live without. If I'm not showing it to you, because I am focusing mostly on the brand new for you, if there is something you want to see, call us up. That is the fastest way to get your request in. That phone number, just pick up the phone and dial in. We'll help you find the piece you need, and we'll make it the price you love. It actually, I have to just break this bad news to you. It might be a better price than you even imagine. And that really should be a good thing, because we all love to save money, and we're not doing that very much today in the jewelry business at large. So we just decided, let's be different from the norm. That's what we like to be. We like to separate ourselves from the rest. There's a million trillion options and places you can buy all types of jewelry. We like to separate ourselves by having the better material, the better quality, the lower prices, so you are not compromising. We are a no compromise network. We want you to have the great jewelry that you're going to love for a lifetime, and not just enjoy for a week or two before it turns color or before it looks foggy and hazy. That's what happens with a lot of stones that you buy out there when they're not genuine from the earth. There's a timelessness, there's a staying power you have to real jewelry, natural jewelry. So that's important too. Natural stone, solid gold, finished to the all the best specifications. So anything you need to see, let me know, okay? Because we got our last 30 seconds now until our top of the hour. We're going to be welcoming a bigger audience here at the top of the hour. We've only got 2 hours left. As the show wears on these weeknights, the audience gets larger, so we want to make sure that everybody finds something they love. But again, this sale event is continuing. So our 4th of July holiday, a lot of you were on the go. We have the halfway point of the year. We are setting out to move merchandise and get you all the great summer savings you need. So want to celebrate tonight. So I'm supposed to be at a party right now. We've got my brother's birthday. I know our July birthdays out there. Peanuts in a couple of days too. So I'm excited. We've got birthdays all the time here. And I wanted to start this hour with something kind of cool for a ruby celebration, because after all, we can all, I'm born in May. I like rubies too, because if you're a gem lover and a gem collector, you kind of have to have a ruby. And what's tough to get is the really good material in rubies, because there's such a select few out there that are ever really deemed high quality. Most rubies, because they come from, I feel like I could go dig in my backyard in the Hollywood Hills and probably find some rubies. There's a lot of ruby material out there. True, it comes from just about every point in the globe. But there's such a vast difference between what you find in one source to another. So we like to just take you directly. It's like the express train to the best. That's all we do. So we're going to Burma, and yet we can still make the Burmese very affordable. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Take a look at this. This is my ruby special for the night. Felt like we should do a little ruby opportunity for everybody to get in on and enjoy. This is a designer style 112-6597. Is your item number here, and it's got rubies and a diamond right in the middle, and that's 24 points in ruby, and also a 1-point diamond center stone, and it's in the yellow gold. And we can also do white gold or rose gold, so you can really mix and match as you like and pick out a color of gold that suits you best, or maybe take a guess at it. We love them in the yellow gold. That tends to be a combination that is always working, is the yellow gold and ruby together, but you get to decide. It's a 3/4 inch style pendant. It's going to be top to bottom, that in that realm of, I think, perfect everyday wearable. You don't need to have a dressy, fancy occasion on your schedule to decide to put that on. I think that could be your more, I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm just doing the random errands. I'm having a casual day. You can wear it as well as when you decide to get all gussied up, as they like to say. So it's really up to you. Let me show you from a distance here so you can see that size in a couple of different perspectives here. I don't like to leave you shopping blindly here. I want you to really see everything you need to know about your ruby pendant. So we're going to get you a heck of a value, worthy of our top of the hour here. Welcome into Wednesday. There's your 3/4 inch, including the bail. Let me show you. This design is very well known. It's a designer style that if you're not familiar with it, well, okay. But I think most people are. Whether it's French luggage that's made in canvas that costs 10 cents to make, I'm not kidding, and they charge you thousands. Or whether it's fine jewelry and it's a big couture designer that they ask for, you know, great pieces that are in enamel. And it's a big designer where enamel pieces run you $8,000 for a little enamel bracelet. This is done to our specifications. Fine jewelry, fine gold, fine Burma, round diamond cut rubies, and one diamond right there in the middle that is also full cut and stunning. And we're going to go back to the wheel here so you can see the close-up details. It is so affordable. This is worthy of top of the hour, plus you're going to get 10% off everything you shop for. So please don't wait to make a request, or if you're thinking about anything from hour number 1, please don't wait to tell us what it is so you can get it before somebody else does, because you know how these Wednesdays work. It gets busier and busier as the night goes on. But we're so proud to bring this to you, and it's not even $1,000. 3/4 inch of gold, rubies and diamond, and yet the birthstone of this month, perfect little celebration if you want to look down that calendar and see who's got a July birthstone and who's got the need for great rubies that I bet you, even if they have rubies, they probably don't have Burmese. And here's the way you get such a lavish designer everyday wearable. That's tough to do too. Sometimes when the things I really love, I love and I spend a lot of money on, but then I don't wear them all the time. It's fun to have something that you can spend a little bit on and really wear that thing. Wear it and enjoy it and make the most out of your purchase. That I think is important too. And whether you're stacking or layering it, wearing on its own, giving it as a gift, I think it's really ageless and timeless here. And we're not doing $9.99. I promised you a big value. Let's go absolutely crazy for our top of the hour as our big summer sale event. This is the halfway point of the year. We're moving jewelry. We've got a lot of jewelry to move out of here, so we're giving you undeniable, never before seen values, and this is going to come down to it. And pop it on your favorite chain. If you want to get a white gold pendant, you can. If you want to get a rose gold pendant, you absolutely can. But it's not going to be $888 or $777. We're going to bring fine jewelry down to a level that no fine jewelry can go. And we're going to make this better than even $500 or $499 when you're not just getting solid gold, but rubies and a diamond and the setting. I love this little, you see that little mill grain texture? It's actually got some height to it too. This is not a flat one-dimensional piece. It's got that elevation to it. So you can actually, again, a lot of light can get to those stones. You've got a beautiful platform that it sits upon, so it's not rotating or turning or flipping and flopping all the time. It is ready to wear, and you just have to add the chain. It's not even $399 though. So this is the moment to be on the phone lines ready to go, because we got quite the night here for you. And look at all these discounts we've seen so far, and they're just gonna keep going. We'll make this you know what, skip $350. Skip $349. This is not a fine jewelry price tag, but it is every bit the definition of fine jewelry and beyond. And I will make this $299 a piece. And what I would say, you could get a couple of them. Why not? You could get a couple. You could get them for gifting ideas, whether that's going to be a holiday gift for somebody you care about, whether it's for that jewelry lover in your life that they maybe don't, they're always admiring your TVON jewelry, but maybe they don't have access to TVON. Well, here's your way to get them the super fine quality that they want to. And you take $30 off. So it's $269 and change. And that means you could get, I mean, for a little over $1,000, you could be getting 4 incredible pendants. Now, Mark had a request. Does Mark want to see a Rubilite? Copper bearing? You got it. Mark, we've got a classic coming up. Okay, $299 minus $30. Okay, let's go to Mark's request coming up, and then get ready. We're going to do some wild things tonight. We might have to even break out the forbidden auction. On a night like tonight, we might have to. We may have to break out the auction. Who knows? I'm not supposed to do that on sale events because you know what happens at auctions. And then I got to give you 10% because it does say right there, everything. Everything. It says everything. Yes, so no matter what. And Mark, here's your request here, 112-8634. Glad y'all with us. Happy Wednesday. Happy summertime. It is time to shop. We got the sales, we got the discounts, and Mark has the right idea. John had the right idea earlier. Calling in, giving us requests, telling us what they want to see, saying, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I need. It could be a specific item or not. It doesn't have to be. It could be an item where you're just going, I'm looking for this stone. Do you have anything in this price range? Or do you have anything in this style? Or maybe I just want diamonds, or maybe I want the white gold and I want a green stone. We can really help you out no matter how specific or how vague your request is. We really do our best to bring out exactly what's going to work for you. And I sure hope, Mark, that you're looking for something like this. Rubilite in a kind of a purpley Rubilite. This is really, sometimes these Rubilites in copper bearing tend to be on the edge between a purple and a Rubilite. I would say this is one of those where it's kind of a deep, intense jewel tone color. It's 8634. is your item number, and we are so proud to bring this to you. And keep calling on those ruby pendants. It's not too late to get one. Certainly love for you to get one of those if you would like to, or anything else you saw in the first hour. We'll help you out with that. But this is our Cuprian. It's a copper-bearing stone, so it really takes it up a notch in the rarity. It is our 150 stone. That's the carat weight, 1.50, and then it does have a 51 point, both baguette and round halo. So what this does is sometimes they're alternating. We've been seeing a few designs of late where they alternate back and forth. So that's really cool too. And you see those instead on this one, and I mean like where they're set usually consecutively, where they're kind of alternating around, creating halo. This is a little different. It's a double row of rounds, and then you have your baguettes at the corners. So it's really kind of an extension of the prongs, if you will. Not really, not literally. They're not helping set the stone. The prongs are there for that job, and they're doing it well. But you've got the two baguettes at each of the corners. So really beautifully done, gives it a little dressed up feel, takes it up a notch, and we're taking, $59.99, down, 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 down. As a matter of fact, this was a request from Mark, but I know a lot of people, I field hundreds of requests every day from you all that are TVON shoppers and TVON viewers, and you know, all kinds of anything you got, a question, a request, something you want me to make for you, advice. I have more people just asking me for jewelry advice. I'll give you advice even if you're shopping somewhere else. I'm here to help. I just want you to be a well-informed jewelry shopper. If you're shopping with me or anywhere, I'm always here. I've been in the business a long time, so I can answer most questions, and GIA trained and certified. So not to mention, I really like to stay up to date on what's happening in the industry. So, you know, whatever it is, I'm here to help, and I always give out my email, and get back to you within a couple seconds usually of any way you reach out. So provide that as a service just in my free time, just to help all of our viewers out, because you're like family to us, right? So I really, as the face of the network, want to be able to be accessible and help you with anything you might need. But requests are important too. And this was a request from Mark, but I know from fielding hundreds of requests a day, this is something that's kind of taken our TVON family by storm, and for good reason. You guys have good taste. It's really rare. It's really rare. And you can, listen, I know you like to flip up and down the dial. I know you know what's going on anywhere and everywhere, and you watch what everyone else is doing. No one else has this. I think that's a big reason why a lot of people are taking notice of what we're bringing out here, because even folks that have it are advised to keep it and not sell it right now because of the way it's skyrocketing in value. And that goes for all paraibas and all copper-bearing stones and all start to finish all the colors, because it's really increasing in value. So if you can get one and at a deal, you've kind of like struck gold or hit the jackpot. Striking gold would be good too. This is where a $59.99 piece is going to come on down. I want to know if anybody loves it. Here's what I'll do. In order to really try and move this out, I'm going to ignore the sale price. I'm going to ignore the fact that it's 10% off, and I'm just going to skip it all, and I'm putting it on the auction block. We're going to see who's out there. We're just going to find out. And it opens it up to a lot of collectors, not just one who can say yes to $59.99 and then take $600 off, but to a lot of different collectors out there. And it's a tasteful, timeless design that is still given an extra, still given something different with the way it's set up. And it's not going to be even the $49.99 I'm supposed to lower to. And then you get $500 off. We'll skip it all, and let's put it up on the auction block for anybody who's needing a copper-bearing Rubilite. It's got a good dose of that purpley neon as well. Linda, we have your Alexandrite right after this. It was just handed to me. Let's do better than even $4,000 to start. I'm going to put it on the auction block. Let's have some fun with it, and let's see who wants it. There's nothing more collectible right now than a copper-bearing tourmaline. That and diamonds of fancy colors are where it's at. That's where all the attention of collectors and kings and queens, czars and princes, and you name it, all those people that have massive wealth, what they're collecting right now, stones. Colored diamonds, copper-bearing tourmalines. Those are the two big ones. That's what everyone's trying to get their hands on. You've got a chance to own it right now. It's not even $4,000. Or $3,000. We're doing an auction. We're going to see who's out there. Let's go $2,500 to start. It's going to be a $10 increment. I should probably do a 10% increment, but I'm going to do a $10 increment. And that way we keep it all easy and affordable. And yet we will take 10% off when you win the auction. So it's a great way. And I know a lot of people have just said, as I brought things out In copper bearing, ooh, that's a little out of my budget, or ooh, that's a little much. I think a lot of people probably said that to $59.99. I'd love it, but at $6,000, can't do it. Look what we've done. Lowered it to an entirely different level, made it really, really accessible, still getting a great diamond weight. This is one of the rarest stones in the world you could ever get your hands on. And it's happening right now for $2,500 to open, 60 seconds to get it started. Then we've got Linda's request, which is an Alexandrite. We will show it next. And Susan in California, thank you so much. You're very kind. Thank you. All right, $2,500 to get it started. And Jason, you're picking up pendants, I assume? Still getting pendants over there. We still have those ruby pendants going out like crazy. So well done there. And looking for an open here at $2,500 to get it started. Not a lot for a lot of material there. And I know these are what everyone's been asking me for. And then I give some of the pricing and everyone's going, I'm not sure I can do that right now. Well, this is giving a $6,000 ring a whole discount that, by the way, would be $250 off if you win it at the open. Just putting that out there. Let's think about the math. $2,250 to get that one if you were to win it at the open, which nobody has, so nobody will. That's okay. Shouldn't be discounting like that anyways. It's so strange to be doing auctions during a sale event, like everything's under cost anyways. But again, still want to do that to open up the opportunities to make it a little more accessible than even $6,000 or $5,000. And hopefully, you know, hopefully that's what gets it a little bit more accessible and affordable. But look at this, Linda, great choice. Huge Alexandrite we're showing you, 97 points, looks even larger. It's a very important stone. It's tough to get. We had an Alexandrite earlier that was what, a couple points? And it was beautiful. But this is a different level. Yeah, the Alexandrite pendant I had earlier was a 10-point stone. And that was good. It was a centerpiece of a pendant. Now we're going to a 97-pointer at 7345 is your item number, and please continue to get requests in. Whatever it is you can dream up or think of or are looking for, we're here to help. But that's our 97-point Alexandrite with 74 points in diamonds. It's like a ribbon or like a wave of diamonds. All set in the sides, gets wider as it bows out. The halo's still classic in the middle, and that is a color-changing, phenomenal gem called Alexandrite. Goes from green to purple. Well, Linda, we have one. I'm going to try it on for you first because this whole price of $49.99 is going away. And that, if you think I'm just making stuff up, it's right here. There's your piece. There's your price. And then here's what I got. And I got the note right above it in black pen that says 100% color change, where we've seen it under the black light and the UV light and seen it go purple, completely purple. It is incredible. So you got to hunt, because I test all these before I show them. Well, it's kind of looking purple now. All of a sudden, it's getting a little different. Look at that. You're starting to see the purples come through already. There you go. So again, I always like to make sure I take my UV light and put it up to all these stones before I present them to verify, so we can say right there 100% color change. All right, let's blow it out. Less than $2,000. I was going to do $19.99. Let's give her an extra discount, $18.88. $18.88 plus $188 off. So it's going to be a very special value. Look at that price, how it comes down to $1,699. If you'd like to go ahead and grab that one for a just under 1 carat, that is gone. Thank you so much. Let's also show you the golden pearl piece, which is a pendant, and it's new, and well, it's going to be a fantastic, look at this designer style. Okay. So what is happening here is the genius of what I love about working with Mother Nature. But when you have designers, they're really good, and they see something in Mother Nature that they want to highlight, they often do pieces like this, where you get, I don't know if anyone's noticed this yet. The pearl itself is a golden pearl. It's an oval shape, it's 14 by 16 millimeters. But the golden pearl is not just golden. It has pinks and purples and distinctive, it looks like rainbows are doing this. Like my dress, it looks like you have rainbows doing that over the stone. So we painted we don't paint those on, okay? So, you know, yeah, thought I'd get everyone's attention. We don't do that. The mollusk, the golden-lipped oyster, is what does that. So instead of just being a flat golden color, which are pretty and very, very, very big bucks, this is the natural pearl that's got rainbows of color within it. It's the luster. And so what the designer did was say, let's accentuate that by adding diamonds that are the same colors. Here's what it looks like. Take a look. I want you to see this. This is incredible. And we don't see this all the time because, oh, it's brand new right now. So it's pretty major here, okay? And it's item number 1128805. And it's in 18 karat gold. We got to zoom back. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I don't know how much, if everyone's watching on a different monitor, I never know. Pearls are really tough to show on TV. They're tough. They just never look as good on TV as they do in real life, okay? They don't. And this one, look at that. I'm seeing it. It looks like rainbow swirls. That is natural off of this 14 by 16 millimeter golden pearls luster. It is also almost like a tree or a branch kind of style bail, which has the colors of diamonds. Purple diamond, green diamonds, yellow diamonds, white diamonds, all up top, and a total weight of 48 points of those natural fancy colors. Rare, yes. Wild, yes. Is it gonna stay here? No, it will not, it cannot, it's too cheap. Big bail, call me now. Put your favorite yellow gold chain on it, I don't care what. No one's looking at the chain. Everyone's going to be looking at that gorgeous pendant. It looks almost like one big, beautiful, like leaf or tree, dotted with different colors of diamonds. I mean, to be honest with you, the purple diamond alone is worth the price I'm asking for the whole pendant. So do not hesitate to call me early on this 18 karat yellow gold piece because it's not going to stay. I'm tempted to just say, you know, $10,000 to open, but I need to lower the price a bit more. And I need to show you what we mean by sizzling summer savings sale. Let's show you what we're talking about. 1.5 inches top to bottom. Let's take it on over to the neckline. Look at that. There are pieces of jewelry that are really pretty, and then there are pieces that are just blow you away, really unusual and unique and designer. This is that piece, and it is not going to be $10,000. Call me early. It's our first time seeing a very large pearl like this in that slightly oval shape. Again, 14 by 16 millimeters shows you that. It is this fancy colors. Again, all natural diamonds there. Can't get over that. There's a purple diamond, yellows, greens, white diamonds. It's not even $5,000. I will make this affordable. Promise you, it is going to be really affordable. Take a look at it again close up. Let's give you the great value. Let's send it out. Let's get you a price to make sure you see what's going on this big Wednesday night here. Because this is not even $49, $39, $29. I will wow you. I will find a way. And listen, if I have to cheat all night and if I have to put up prices that are literally pennies on the dollar of where they should be, I'm game for that. I'm okay to do that. That's what I have to do. I met with management earlier this afternoon, and we had a powwow, and we said, let's keep the cash flow going. We know it's summertime. I've been doing this 25 years. So this is my 26th summer on TV talking about jewelry, okay? Usually I'm talking about baseball. That was before the 26th summer. Before that, it was all about baseball. I was on a baseball diamond, and now I'm in a TV studio, a really, really, really cold Arctic one. We have a new air conditioning. If my hair is blowing Beyonce style, that's why. Just to try to keep the lights on. So I feel like I'm up here doing a music video. But it's okay. We've got the values. We're taking the prices down. We are decided we're just going to lower all these prices to lows, or even if you say, I'm not shopping, I'm just going to window shop. That's okay, but I will get you on the lines because that's how irresistible I will make the pricing today. I will do it. I will make it affordable no matter how luxurious or high-end that item is, and this is one of them, and it's not even $19.99. You call me. I know some of you are really loving the pendants we bring. Well, here is the most unique designer that I think we've ever had, and it's not going to be $1,999. Oh, come now, this is getting silly. This is getting silly, sizzling summer savings sale. It's getting a little weird. And we're not even doing $1,999. We're not. This is getting really, really odd. When you've got that diamond, I'm just looking at that purple diamond there. What's going on, everybody? That purple diamond is more money than $19.99 anywhere else you shop. And it's just here, it's one of the bunch. It's one of the array. It's just part of this design of what makes this so unique. And that pearl is really unusual too. It's a South Sea golden pearl. South Sea. So it's natural through and through. And I don't have a caller at 19 or 18 or 17. That's okay. I'm lowering and dropping prices to make sure one goal. I'm not here to show you jewelry tonight. I'm here to move it. And whatever it's going to take to get these pieces out the door from our house to yours, that's what I'm going to do. And I know we got brand new. I apologize. I know it's hard to know what's on sale when it's brand new and you've never seen it before. But if it's $99.99 should be, and I'm taking it down so much lower, that should give you an idea of how committed we are to moving the jewelry. And it's not going to be 17 or 16 or 15. Take it for the diamonds alone. Take it for that purple diamond alone. Or what about the yellows and the greens? What about the white diamonds? What about the golden pearl? Not going to be 17. Let's blow it out. 16, 15. I'll blow it out for $14.99. It's got to go. It has got to go. And now it's $150 off, so it'll be $13.49. Mark, was that a no-go on the Rubilite? Let me know, Mark, what you had, if you had any feelings about the Rubilite, if I can find you a bigger one, smaller one, anything else. Anything else I can help you with on that Rubilite, let me know. Here we go with 14. I'm going to give it 30 seconds. Let's give it 30 more seconds. I am a believer in that value. That is not one you want to miss out on, I'll tell you that much. Not at $14.99. Do not, cannot, will not. Don't forget we had the Indicolite earlier. It's $13.50, y'all. It is. It's $13.50. And then we got some new rings coming up. Let's just bring you a whole bunch of brand new. Rubilites, sapphires, yellow diamonds. Tanzanite coming up later. 2 collars, 1 piece. Oh, I wish I had a bunch. Jason's got it. Thank you so much. That's sold. Here's my yellow diamond ring with 2 yellow diamonds. We had this the other day in white diamonds. Now we've got it in yellow diamonds. 11286672 is the item number. It is our 63 points among 2 in 18 karat gold. Yellow gold is how it stays. And it is going to be, let's just blow this out. And yep, I'm sorry, the pendant's already gone. I have about 7, 8 people on the lines who are missing it. I'm sorry, it's a really big delay we got today. How about this? So the diamond weighs 63 points. It's in 18 karat gold. It's just yellow gold. Just all straight up yellow on this one. Yeah, yellow gold, yellow diamonds, what a mix. What a beautiful match that is. And we'll make it really affordable. It kind of has that Wonder Ring feel, but of course you're getting the nice big diamonds there individually. It's not going to be a $1 million where you got a huge price tag on this one, and that makes sense. There's 2 really big diamonds. I got 2 ways to wear it, so one way like that, the other way, turn it around, point it down away from the hand. You can wear it like that as well. Could be a stackable. Might want to think about wearing it pinky ring, ring finger, middle, index, and thumb. It works anywhere on the hand, but it's actually going to be, well, we're going to blow it out from $19.99 and take this, I would say probably you've got about a 40 pointer and probably a 25 pointer somewhere on that range, probably about 40, 20, something like that. So right in that neighborhood. They didn't bother to break it down, but those are 2 marquise cuts there. And you can, again, wear it anywhere you want to, but that is going to be better than $19.99. We'll make it only, I was going to do 15 or 14. That's what got the pearl pendant out the door at long last. We're going to do that one actually for $11.99. That way you get a huge savings, about $119, $120, and then it's going to be just a smidge over $1,000 to get it. So much better value there. And again, slowly and surely moving these one-of-a-kinds out of here. And so just waiting to see what you would like to have on the air for your very own. That's $11.99, one only there. That's what you get. That's the one you, that's the case with all these pieces. They're one of a kinds. What you see is what you get on the air. So that is, again, the only exception would be those yellow diamond earrings I had a couple pairs earlier. And that's it tonight. My diamond bangle, I've got 2 of. 2, I've got a yellow and a rose. All right, so that'll be $10.79 if you'd like to get that ring. And then I do want to just show you this zircon just because it's definitely museum worthy. And on a Wednesday night late, maybe you're not hanging out at the museum and chose to be with us instead. Well, look at that. That's a very important stone. And that is our very high-end, the rarest of the rare, the unique of the unique, the absolute pinnacle of this gem family and any other. I don't know of an exception to this rule, where out of the gem families that have multiple colors within any given family, so if it's the beryl family, the quartz family, the zircon family, the family of corundum, which includes all the sapphires and rubies, whichever gem family you're considering or looking at, including the diamond family, it is the red that is the most highly valued. It is the red. Spinels are the same way. I could go on and on and on and on. Beryl, same way. What's the red beryl? Bixbyte, that's the rarest of the beryl family. So the list goes on and on. It's pretty foolproof. Can't think of an exception to that rule. So same goes with zircon. When you have a zircon This one is 16 karat 72 in size. This is the rarest of all the colors, which we know the family overall is pretty rare. You got the blues, the yellows, the browns, which are called the hyacinth zircons. You have white zircons, and we've seen pinks here. We've seen a lot of different varieties of zircon. This is by far the rarest. That and the fact it's almost 17 carats and a gorgeous cut in the round. And look how clean it is. Take a look. This is 112. You know what it reminds me of? I don't know if anyone's heard of this stone, but I've never sold it here because it's too soft for jewelry, but it's called sphalerite. And it's usually from Spain, and oh, it's beautiful. And it's really soft, so if you do have a sphalerite, you probably already know that. If you don't and you see it elsewhere, just be aware it's not really something that's great for jewelry wear because it's extremely soft. But this is the look of sphalerite, but with more durability and in just a really great rarity. It's item number 1127894. And it's also a 1672 as mentioned. But it's really about the cutting. And it's more than just red. Yes, that's definitely what it is. But because it is so stunning and it's zircon, so usually you just get one color. But because it's playing with the light and because it has this dazzling double refraction, you're getting yellows, distinct pinks, distinct, almost like a bronzy cinnamon color. It is so attractive. Sometimes pieces are just pretty, you know? Sometimes they're just good looking. And we ignore everything else about them. Don't we do that with people sometimes too? Oh, I don't care. Yeah. Oh, so maybe they can't spell. Okay, see, I'm the weird, I'm the opposite. You can be real good looking, but if you can't spell, no. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I'm weird. I have weird deal breakers. But those are the things that we love about zircon is that if you can get a really big, gorgeous stone, and yet you can get a little more than just one color, you've got something really specialty. That's why it's Premier Private Collection. Our Premier Private Collection, by the way, is like a step up from museum. It's a step up from even what museums are going to have on display or what museums are going to show you. And it's a carat 19 in diamonds that go all the way around it. And did you notice they square it off? So that just gives it a little extra, like the geometry of the round is great, but then you get that squared off style too. Take a look at this. I'm going to do something even more crazy. We're going to try it on the hand so it can really move. Then you're going to watch it really take flight here. And don't hesitate to be on the phone lines. Oh, I wish it was my size. I'll just kind of hold it up as best I can. Look what that does. Enormously pretty, is it not? And it's going to be a new discount. And for my collectors, where are you? My collectors out there, these are the pieces you really want to take advantage of during an event like this one. And here we are halfway through the show. What a show it's been. What values. And we got 90 minutes still to go of more and more of those values you love. But it's not even going to be $12,999, yes. Oh, Patricia got it. Oh, shoot, I thought Linda got it. Oh, okay, I just assumed Linda got it. Oh, so do we need to find something else for Linda? Because it was her request. All right, Patricia, let's flash your ring again. Perfect timing, right in the middle of my pitch for this ring, but it's okay. Hold on, let me do that, Patricia. Here's your ring. It's the Alexandrite. She wanted to see what she got. There it is. Do we need to find something else for Linda? Because it was her request, I think. At least that's whose name was on it. So anyway, that is it, Patricia. Thank you. There's your 97 pointer with your 74 points in diamonds on the Alexandrite. And one more time on the hand, just in case you need to see it that way too. Again, here it is. So well done there. That one, yep, that's already gone. So just showing that again. And then I'm just actually, what I'll do, Tony, is while I'm here on the hand, we'll just pop the zircon on again, like I was doing. So you can see that again one more time from a little distance away. And then we're going to take this down below $13,000. So it will not be 13. We're going to make it better than 10 and actually better than $5,000 or $49.99 collector's stone here. No doubt about it, one of our best, the look of sphalerite without the price tag of. You've got the pinks, the yellows, these almost like deep purple fuchsias coming through as well. And that is going to be, actually, we're going to blow it out even further, $47.77 and almost $500 off that price too. So you get a massive savings and get to take advantage of one of our best. Now, also in purple paraibas, I did bring out the heart shape that I have. There happens to be an 11 karat plus heart shape in our purples, true purple, by the way. So this would be a great way to get a purple paraiba. That is a true purple, like the Rubilite we had a little more red earlier. We've got the purple for you. I do have some Tanzanite drops. We have a new butterfly ring. It's got a couple of different gold colors to it as well. And then speaking of, this has got a little butterfly shape to it as well with this next ring. This is a really good one. Take a look at that. That's a pretty piece. Sapphires and diamonds. Ooh, and it looks almost like a heart shape. So we do have that on the way, plus diamond bangles and a Tanzanite, a 219 Tanzanite Asher cut is going to be coming up at the top of the hour, which is only about 28 minutes away. Look at that. That's our Asher cut. Lots of reds in that one of those big stones we love. And also have a nice blowout on some really rare tourmalines. We had that bicolor earlier. We've got the greens and the goldens and the pinks coming up for you as well. So some with copper, some without copper. We really got you the whole complement of jewelry tonight. But let's take a moment with this purple because, you know, showing it is one thing, really diving into this 11 karat 14 size is another. This is very important. Obviously, that's a true purple, probably about the most purple we've ever had. It might need a little bit of a bath here. So if you don't mind, I'm going to give it a full spa day here while we just get ready to show it because it's got something on the top of it. So I just can't have that. It's too clean to not be on full display here. So here it is, much better, polished up to perfection. And now it's got, you see this really distinctive perfect heart shape, and it's 8566, so one only here, and just really for the collector out there who wants an 11 karat 14 heart shaped purple paraiba. So Cuprian, but really we use the word paraiba when it is a blue green, a green, or a purple. So you do have that distinction there, and 55 points in diamonds go around it. Really about as collectible as it gets. It's right up there with our zircon, but even more rare because there's a copper content situation here, which we don't normally get with these tourmalines. And of course, we know how that really does elevate their value when you've got copper content to a tourmaline. Obviously, the blue greens are fantastic. They're very pricey right now. However, the purples are more rare. So everyone gets, you know, we ask that question a lot. We see a lot of the blue greens here in relative terms. The purples are even more rare. So by many, many, many times. So you're getting, if I had an 11 karat for kicks here, let's think about what it would cost to get a blue-green paraiba if it were 11 carats plus in a heart shape. How much would that be? How much would that run you? How much money would you have to spend on that? It would be major, 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 major seven figures. I kid you not. It would be seven figures in the millions. And now we've got a color that's even more rare, and it's a rare heart shape, not an oval, because that's usually if you're going to get a big carat weight out of a piece of rough, you're going to maximize that rough by cutting an oval. This is the rare heart. And to still bring you that carat weight and to have it surrounded in diamonds in a custom mounting and to actually say no to seven figures and no to six figures and not even five figures. We are truly blowing this out, which by the way, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, that sounds like a lot, but that's the per carat on tourmalines that are copper bearing. Hear me out, $60,000, $70,000, and $80,000 for the smaller copper bearing tourmalines out there. This is not a small copper bearing tourmaline, it is enormous. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Look at that. And the perfect heart shape piece. Really stunning. Designer, yes, but classic. We're keeping it classic with the halo. You've got a true purple, but it glows even under lower light. Look at that, glowing still, and it will not be, this is really special. It's not even going to be, and I gave it away. If you already know, if you're really listening, you know how low this is gonna go. It's under $1,000 a carat. It's $9,999. And because of this sale going on, you're gonna get 10% off, which also equates to another $1,000 off. So it's not even $9,000 to get it home. It's $89.99 at checkout. Think about that for a second and where that is in respect to the carat weight as well. That is well under $1,000 a carat. That's with free diamonds and free gold also. And that's the most significant extra discount we have seen thus far in our 96 minutes together tonight. And really one of the more significant discounts you're gonna see of the entire event. And this is why you want to shop an event like this one, because here's a big piece at a big discount, but so much more affordable thanks to the 10% off. 10% equates to $1,000. That's a lot of money saved on a really important piece. So I can't say enough about it, especially since I've been selling these since 2004 on the air, mostly in loose stones way back in the day. It's now mined out. The purple is by far the rarest color to achieve. And now we've got a bright, clean, amazing piece. And keep in mind that when you do calculate that price of $89.99 and then look at that per carat, that's going to come down to a $800 a carat price tag. I can't do a 50-point I'm going to show you something. I have a 50-point paraiba today. There's a 50-point paraiba on this show. It's the regular green. It's a green. It's a blue. I'll show it to you. It's a 50-pointer. The price tag is not all that far away. Half carat of the more common color. It's a big difference, and yet this one is $89.99. This one is $5,000. Let me show you. Let me just to prove how much of a value this is, because we know it's asking $2 million is not going to work. How do you put that on a credit card? Look at that. That's my 50, and that's a gorgeous stone. It's a blue-green. I love it. But that piece is $5,000. Kid you not, brand new right now. I'm showing it later. It's I know, I'm ruining the surprise. It's $49.99 for that piece. That's a 50-point paraiba in a color that is gorgeous too. They're all gorgeous, I think, as long as they're clean, they're gorgeous. But that is a 50-pointer for $4,999. The diamond weights are almost identical. That's a more commonplace color, and yet this one's $5 and this one's going to be $89.99. It makes no sense. Now, if you like this one, okay, we'll bring it out. Or you know the price already, so you can go ahead and call it up and you can say, I'd like that halo design with the blue-green. We'll do it. But to get this stone, copper bearing the same, colors, different elements give it different colors, but the copper is still there. So that's what really makes it the rarity of all rarities, and it's $89.99. I still can't get over it. Again, that's just an example of how one value just doesn't make any sense next to another value, and that's a great value. Don't get me wrong, $49.99 is fair for a 50-point blue-green paraiba, and if you want a blue-green, we're going to bring it out later. But this one is $89.99. It just simply doesn't make sense. You don't find those stones for $800 a carat. So it is very, very important. All right, let's see what we got. We got a couple more pieces to show you before the top of the hour and the Tanzanite comes out to play. I will show you a radiant cut color change Daspore. It's one of our top stones here. Got a 7-carat 22 coming your way, but please give that some serious consideration. It is incredible. You've got $1,000 saved extra that is not reflected on that screen, and it really is about as rare as you can get. Here is the deluxe. Here we go again with the color change Daspores. Our private collection has come out in the last few weeks. Here's 112, 7977. It's a 7-carat 22. Welcome into Wednesday night. Glad you're with us. The pinks and reds coming through. Now, Jason, you just picked something up over there? Good. I like request too. Who was it and what did they want to see? Kathy. Same color as the tourmaline just shown. Don't have any other ones. Kathy, I can say that right now. Do you have any idea how many times I have searched? There is nothing else of that color in our inventory currently. Nothing. I have a lighter lavender that's a different color, and I have the more Rubilite ones that you saw earlier in the 1.5-carat size. I have nothing else in that color. I can save them a trip to the vault. Got nothing else. That is the only true purple I have. I have a light lilac lavender, and then the rest are Rubilite reds. Here we are with our Daspore. It is 7 carats 22 of our radiant, 88 points in the diamonds. And let's zoom back a little bit so we don't, cut off the last halo there. And then you've got 88 points, and then look at how clean. That's another struggle with this stone. You don't always get clarity with this Daspore material. And this one's bringing it. It's got the purples and the reds, and look how gorgeous turquoises and blues too coming through. That's not normal. And we are so proud to bring this to you. Let's make it an incredible value. Under $10,000, not $99, $89, $79, $69, $59. Take a look at that. It's not even $49.99. Now it's really coming to life. You see it from a distance away, and you see even more of the colors. Bright as can be. Stunning, stunning. Look at that. There's turquoise, actually, in addition to your kiwi greens and your golden yellows and the gorgeous reds that you have. It's back up close. We're not doing $39 or $29.99. Say goodbye to this one. It is not going to be long for this world. Then we've got our top of the hour Tanzanite shortly. Other new one-of-a-kinds coming out. Your requests are welcome. That is going to be $27.77. And you know why I did that? because I should have left it $29.99. But $27.77 after your discount actually gets you under $2,500. So I just took an extra couple $100, well, $222 off, and then you get an extra basically $280 off. So that's going to be $24.99 to score the 7 carat 22. So that is one that I highly recommend if you want the phenomenal gem that is, yeah, it goes by several names out there. Everyone's come up with their own name. We just stick with the gemologically correct name. We're kind of nerdy like that. It's more just about being really just true to your word and authentic and really just accurate. Accuracy is important when you're shopping for natural gems. You want to know what it is and where it came from. And of course, this being from Turkey, that's the only source for it. It's a one source stone, but it does change color and it looks great. Now, speaking of phenomenal gems, this is just the opal that I think a lot of you were not here for, because otherwise I feel pretty confident it'd be gone. You kind of know when a deal is too good, and this one was too good earlier. So it's 112-8783. I'm just going to recap it for you because that opal is a Lightning Ridge Australian black opal. It's one of the best I've shown you on the air here in 9 years. And yet it's not thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars. It's a 96 pointer. It's a pear shape. It's got all the different colors. It's got a lot of big diamonds, and it's $9.99. And you get $100 off that because it's 10% off tonight. So there is that as well. So it's actually $8.99, and I'm going to show you every last angle of that stone. Natural through and through, Lightning Ridge, Australian, best of the best material is right there. So just wanted to let you know. That is one that I think I showed it early because I like to show you the values right out the gate to say thanks for being with us early. And then on Wednesday night, listen, some people are just eating dinner or getting home from work or doing whatever, so they're not here. And this one, I know that because otherwise it'd be gone. This is not one that's like, I don't know if it'll sell. I know it'll sell, just got to make sure you see it first because it's really tough to, sell things to people that aren't watching. So there you go, $9.99. It's really $8.99. We'll see who's got it. Then we can bring out that paraiba. If you'd like me to, we could bring out the blue-green. I mean, $49.99. Maybe I got to amend that price a bit. Like I said, I made a deal with you. At the start of the show, I told you I'm going to be reducing every single last piece here to whatever it's going to take to get it out the door. So that's really how we're rolling on this sale event. So it gets even better. We're cranking up the deals. We got brand new still for you, which is really lovely on a 69. Guys, that's a $7,000 pendant. We'll just sit here until it sells because I got nothing better than that value right there. $7,000, $7,000. I tried to strategically plot this show out and thought, I'm going to show you, because most people don't bother tuning in on Wednesday night after a sale event comes to an end. We sprung this surprise on you, and so I wanted to show anybody who did tune in, like, this is what we're doing tonight. This is why I'd camp out for the next 3 hours, and yet this one is just straight up value. All the colors right there that you could ever want, and yet without tens of thousands of dollars to spend on it. Nobody on that one. All right, $8.99. Still taking 10% off. Okay, so next up. Oh, you know what else is here? We had a designer collection kickoff a few weeks ago prior to our sale. And we had some really cool burnished pieces. They were satin finished and all that, and these are going to be impossible to show you, but just I'll flash them here in case anybody needs something. An earring, yeah, go ahead, Jason, you want the pendant? You got it. All right, black opal pendant has found its home. Wonderful news. Let's take a look at these gorgeous earrings. Drops, brushed, burnished diamonds, and 1128509. They are post and butterfly backs. Let me just leave that there and show you one on the hand because that's far more important. How's it going to look when it's on your ear? Well, I'm about to do that too. Take a look at these from a distance away. Tony, that's a much better viewpoint. I like to get everyone the look of how they're going to look when they're on. But this is also a gorgeous yellow gold. Now, we're only going to do yellow gold as we've done with the entire collection. They are almost 1.5 inches. I would say, if I'm being real particular, 1 3/8 inches on those, okay? There's a diamond weight of 102, so they're amped up a bit with their diamonds. We've usually done more or less accents. This is a higher end diamond weight in this earring drop, and they are post and butterflies. I think I mentioned that. Let's show you here what they look like together, okay? We've got only, not there yet, we're just showing them together here, and then I got to put one on. So give me a second on that, and I'll pop one on my ear for you. But that's going to be a 102 diamond weight, 1 3/8 inches. I'll try to do it as slick and seamlessly as I can while I still hold one. But I got a great value for you. And we're just going to send these out. Anybody who would like them, I don't know. Let's see, I'm going to need another hand to put one on, actually, if I'm going to do this right. But let's just go ahead and make sure that we get you a big value. Where's my earring model? Okay, here she is. Can you come on over? Yeah. What? Oh, red zircon. Gotcha. Okay, red zircon coming up. We'll show the back of that. Take a look at those on. I do not have a backing in. I just popped one on with the hand that I had free here. So don't have a backing, so they'll sit a little more, you know, a little more upright on the ear, but you get the idea of the length. 1 3/8 burnished diamonds. At the top, they're really kind of like condensed, and then they're more scattered on the earring drop that you have. That kind of oval shaped solid look that you're getting, they're a little bit more scattered, where it's almost like, again, like champagne bubbles in the glass, where it's a little more dense at the bottom and then they kind of bubble up to the top. So feels really fresh. This is very much what you're going to be seeing going forward. Like, wait till we get to fall and we start introducing new lines of jewelry. You're going to see a lot of this, not here, but elsewhere, for very expensive prices. We decided to bring them to you on the early side, and we'll take another look at them here on the hand, where I have the other one hanging out, and they will be just $19.99. And then I'm going to go grab that zircon from across the set here. Let me go bring that back out for you as well. So again, that Daspore's here, the tourmaline, the purple heart shape is here, and then there is your look at those earrings here from a distance away, so you can see there is such a shine about satin finish gold that I really think is so many times even more impressive than a mirror finishing in the gold. I really enjoy a satin finish, and I think it's just a great way to really kind of change the look of your jewelry collection that you already have. So $19.99, they'll be $17.99. Let's go back to the wheel. I'm just going to grab the zircon that we just had, show you what that looks like from all the different respects and aspects here. So you can see that one, and it might have a fingerprint on it, but let me polish that up for you. And this will be, once again, let me just zoom back so we can show you the whole backside of this ring. It's a big ring. It's a big time stone. 1672 as a reminder on the red zircon. This is the inside. Really important. We did not do zigzags and pyramids and all kinds of flowers. Very good reason for that. We gave it the undergallery without creating the illusion that the clean stone is a not clean stone. Does that make sense? Sometimes the last thing you want to do is add a bunch of gold underneath, but you still want it to sit up properly. You want it to feel good. You want it to be the proper, you know, support system of gold underneath. So you don't want to take away from the clarity, because you're going to see right through it. You see right there. If I put those tweezers behind it, you're going to see it. So I don't want to take away from that clarity, because that's remarkable in a zircon. Zircon is not typically a clean stone. This gem is. So you've got that great support system behind it. Yes. This is the profile. And I can do that on the hand as well. I would not say it sits up high. And I don't know what they're looking for. If you want something that sits up super high, this is not it. If you are looking for something that sits kind of mid-range, I mean, obviously there's some depth to it because it's a big stone, so it's got some body to the stone behind it, and you see how that's basically accomplished. You actually accommodate for that by setting it in that basket. But the stone itself is not set up super high. And the diamonds around it are, you see right at the base, right beneath the girdle of the stone. So this one on the hand, if you look at it from that perspective, it's going to give you, I think, a little bit better way to tell here. And this one's a couple of sizes too big for me, so do keep that in mind. It's not sitting where it should because it's very large. But take a look at that on the hand so you can see there's nothing that's going to be outrageous as far as the height. And then, of course, you can always stack beside it if you'd like to. You have that opportunity as well. But you can see it's really about 3 sizes too big for me. So just, again, keep that in mind. It's sitting a little higher on me than it will if you get your proper size. So, and that's what we encourage you to do, because we will offer that sizing for you for free. So $47.77, of course, that's almost $500 extra going off that ring as well. So it's going to be a huge savings and going to be just a bit over $4,000 to get that one to you. And there is not even a smaller zircon in our inventory that looks like that. It very much is unique to the color play it's giving. Of course, that double refraction is amazing, and it's only $47.77, which is quite the buy, as low as that one's gonna get for a stone of that quantity, that magnitude, meaning the size, the carat weight that you're getting there is tremendous. And we do enjoy seeing that here. So important piece, and only going to be, remember at checkout, you're going to end up paying, that's going to be down to $42.99 instead. So a very important piece. And don't forget about the Daspore. We've got a couple minutes left till our last hour kicks off. So a big Wednesday night coming towards its end already. Let us know if you have any requests that we can bring out for you. Okay, so then, and there's also going to be this yellow diamond piece, which is oh so magnificent. That big, bright carat 55 yellow diamond is also here. That's the yellow diamond pendant that we brought you earlier. Take a look at this. That's the yellow diamond. I did not get to price it to pricing this yet, but we will now. 8890 is coming up. This is that big pear shape yellow diamond pointing down from the pendants basket here. It's going to be in platinum and 18 karat gold. 8890 is the number. It's a carat 55 on the yellow diamond, but also 96 points in the white diamond. So yeah, there's all the diamond weight I think you could ever need or want there. It's a big one, 251 overall. And you've got the, all the white diamonds are individually larger. That's a pear shape right up top with the bail, and then you've got the rest are marquise cuts the rest of the way, making that border for that yellow diamond. It's coming with the Rhodochrosite chain, which is going to be about, looks like about 16 inches or so, but you can always trade it out for a different chain if you'd like. Let's see, is that on the pendant correctly? Yes, it is. So I just want to give you an idea of the length. It's just all diamonds. It's just about being all diamonds. Take a look at this length that you're going to get here. It is 3/4 of an inch, and let me give that a little backdrop to sit on here because it's this chain is not on properly, as you can tell, so it's not through the bail the right way. So let me also show this on so you can see how it's going to look when it's right up against the neckline, so you can really get an idea. That's the best way to see the size. And that diamond, it looks, I mean, yes, a carat 55 is a large size. There's no two ways about it. But it looks enormous, beyond a carat 55 in weight there, and 96 points around it, but all bigger stones. I mean, just really framed. It looks so important. And again, the yellow is really strong. That's a stronger, brighter saturation level than we typically get with a yellow diamond that is natural. And there's a great price coming your way on 251 in the diamond weight all together. So a very, very important piece, chain with it. Although to me, I got to be honest, I don't like the chain with it. It's just too chunky. I would much rather see a finer link chain. I bet you we could accommodate you if you would like, because it just, to me, it doesn't look like the right style. To me, that's just as a personal opinion. Take it, do what you will with it, but it is just one of those. I would like to see it on a finer gauge chain, something like a beautiful snake or a box link chain. I think would be really sleek with it. I think the Rolo, we can still give it to you. If you really do want it traded out, I would say this, put it on the chain you have, like your diamonds by the yard, and then, you know, keep the Rolo and do what you will with it. Maybe it works for something else you have, but this is a great look. And we're gonna do, well, $15,999 is a bit steep for what I feel like we need to do and offer tonight. So we'll get it down to it. We'll make it really easy. We're gonna go crazy here, lose our minds a little bit on a major, major yellow diamond. Forget about even $10,000. $6,000 off just like that. $99.99, it will not be. $89, $79. I tell you, it's another big one where you're saving a lot of extra money thanks to that 10% off. So please, please roll with that if you can. And we will do better than even $79.99, and you simply just do not buy yellow diamonds like this anywhere else from any source, not if they're natural. I would say you really would be struggling to get this stone and this color in lab grown for this price, and you know it as well as I do because they're out there and they're getting big money too for lab grown. No resale value, no actual worth to it at the end of the day. Here's what we're going to do. Instead of $79.99, I will bring it down to $7,499. And then you get $750 off. You realize that's going to take it below $7,000 by a ways. So your actual price at checkout is going to be $67.49. That's a significant extra savings. $750 off. $67.49 gets it to you. Thank you, Mary Jo. I appreciate hearing that. She's just raving about a ring she received from me. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much. That is beautiful. I'm glad. I love pieces that represent faith, that represent meaning, and I'm thrilled for you. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Wow. And that's why I show up and do this, because I'll tell you what, giving away jewelry is one thing, but it's hearing about it when you get it home. It's hearing that you love it even more than you thought you would. It's hearing that you got the value of a lifetime and it's your new favorite piece. It's, in this case, she said this piece that I sold her brought tears to her eyes because it's so meaningful to her. So again, thank you, Mary Jo, I appreciate that. And thank you so much. Again, showing you beautiful jewelry is one thing, but knowing that collectors out there get to wear these pieces, and it means something. It's honestly, it's a huge honor that you shop jewelry with us, because anybody that offers you or sells you great jewelry, it's who we are. I mean, jewelry becomes such a part of our daily lives, and every day what we wear and what we show the world, we tell the world our story so often in the jewelry we wear. So I think it's just an honor. It's an honor to have pieces like this that can represent who you are and what you love and great values that we offer too, so it makes it affordable. So again, welcome in. We got about 2 minutes until our top of the hour, and we're going to bring out a Tanzanite at that top of the hour, but I want to show you a couple more things before we go, because we have a couple more pieces here to blow out that are new. So let's start with the Rubilite. There's the Rubilite. Oh yeah, satin finishing, some brushed, some high polish to your platinum. Actually, everything I'm going to have up here is going to be some platinum. We've got the Rubilite tourmaline, also have a Tsavorite garnet. Look at that in the wide. This is like a highway ring, but kind of condensed, where it's a highway meets a bridge. And yes, there are bridges and highways. But you see here where it's like your beautiful mirror finish gold, or platinum rather, goes underneath. And then you have the crisscrosses of the diamonds up top. Let me actually put this in the center. And then we've got this really good Tsavorite, and this is the sapphire. Sapphires and diamonds. Look at those different fancy cuts in sapphires and the fancy cuts in diamonds all together here. All the three across the way. So glad to have you with us. 1 hour left in our Wednesday night, and I decided to bring you a little trio of new. So yeah, brand new pieces. All very exciting to get. Some of our rarer of stones here, all set in platinum. Quick little giveaway before top of the hour arrives. Welcome into Wednesday night. We are live with you. So glad you're with us. The big, I gotta say, it was the 4th of July event that was so popular. Well, we're continuing it with our summer savings. This is the midway point of the year. We're clearing out some jewelry. It's melt anything down that sticks around. Here we are, and new coming up right now. 3 pieces, all brand new. We got 1 minute to do it. 1 minute to blow them out. Let's make it happen for you. This is wild. Just wild. Platinum. You decide. Do you want the sapphires and diamonds over here that feels like a wonder ring, or a heart-shaped design? Then we've got this crisscross bypass ring, Rubilite, and a couple of diamond accents. Here's the highway design, meeting the bridge, because you've got a double, look at all the intertwining of that band. So you've got the platinum running underneath the Tsavorite, then tension set amongst the diamonds there as well. We'll blow them all out. They're all going to be one price. We got to go. Top of the hour is almost here. Let's take our $49.99 selection and just bring them way low. And we got Tanzanite coming up. Big Tanzanite deal coming up. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be big. It's going to have to be big, because we got to move some jewelry in 60 minutes time, and we got a lot of pieces to move. So it's going to be a wild last hour. Make sure you dial in. Tell me if there's anything you want to see or pick up from earlier, but let's blow these out. Better than even $19.99. Where they started and where they're going. 2 completely different places. And all it is value. It's just about value. Saving you money, 10% off everything we're doing. No matter how new, or if it's something that's been around for a while, it's all discounted for you tonight. And nobody else, just you guys. That's it. And we're going to make this better than even 19. Welcome in. Top of the hour's here. Glad you're with us tonight. This is our big Wednesday. It's down to a last hour. It's not going to be $1,500. We're going to move some new jewelry before we even get, and welcome on in everybody. I know this is when a lot of folks join in to the show tonight. Glad you're with us. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We have 59 minutes left to go. We're going to move a lot of jewelry in that time span. We're starting with the trio of brand new designer jewelry. Any one of the 3 you'd like, got to move them. Gotta go, guys. We are really rocking jewelry tonight. We are making everything so affordable. 10% extra off wherever I end up on this wheel, by the way. And they're not 15, they're not 14, they're not 13, they're not 12. They are $1,199. They're practically free is what they are. It's not a designer platinum trio as much as it is a practically free trio that is making jewelry so easy. And $1,199, they're actually going to be only $1,079 for all platinum up there, and yep, a lot of rare exotic stones as well. So any one of those you want, and then we are going to get to our Tanzanite top of the hour. Been waiting on this for 2 hours time. Been waiting to share it with you, waiting to give away some Tanzanite, my only one of the show. And let me know if you have anything you want to see or check on from the first couple of hours. A couple of our pieces are still here. Now, I do also have the museum purple paraiba heart. I also have the big Daspore that was 7 carats plus. I have the huge yellow diamond we just showed, and the red zircon is still verifying. So lots and lots and lots of great jewelry here. Now we're going to move on because I know we're all waiting on the Tanzanite of the day, just one today. If you need some big earrings, I can bring them out. We have that paraiba. I do have some questions about that paraiba. A few people asking about that blue-green that I flashed in earlier. Look at this. It's coming up. All right. Tsavorite, sapphires, and rubelites. Let's bring this in to the fold. Welcome in, everybody. It's Wednesday night. We're live. What can we show you? What can we help you with? This is the museum reserve we have been waiting on for the evening here. It is a glowstone, a complete purple, blue, red. That's the key word. Lots of red in this stone. It's our 2 carat 19 Asher cut. Item number is 8473, and let me know if you have any questions. We've had a lot of jewelry this last couple of hours, some of which is still available, so you can give us a call and we can help you out with that 10% off. I would take advantage while they're here. We don't present things over and over anymore. Just one time on everything. Our airtime's too valuable to show you reruns. So we are just all about, this is not a show in syndication. This is all about jewelry live, new and fresh every day. So that's really what we're doing here. It's kind of the new way we're doing things. So you got one day to pick it up. It's why you want to be with these shows live. Get what you love, and we are promising one thing. We're just discounting out the beginning, out the starting gate, not saying let's show it, mark it down, put it on your spreadsheet, wait 6 months. We're just discounting right out the gate for you so you can get everything you want at that lowest price. So welcome on in, everybody. Only a few more minutes left in our Wednesday. I would love if you would let us know as well if there's anything you want to request. If it is something you've thought of or have been seeing in, like, let's say the last couple of days. We kind of held off. It was 4th of July weekend, so there was a lot of people on the roads and traveling. So some of those pieces we might have shown this weekend are still available for you. We do have this Tanzanite, which is new tonight, and it's our 2 carat 19. It's a great way to go if you do want a more wearable, more just kind of, again, something that doesn't have a lot of diamonds, not too overdone, but still some interest in having a different design, because it's not your basic design. It's got this ribbon of diamonds on either side. You notice there's a real kind of, again, they do the opposite direction. So what's nice about that is it always looks good from every angle, whether you're looking down at your ring, whether others are admiring your ring from afar. And that diamond weight is 23 points. Now, I got to do something crazy, and I know it's tough when it's summertime and we got a sale going on, and I know our price is $49.99. I have vowed to you that we're going to move jewelry. I made a deal with our management team here earlier tonight that we were just going to literally take this summertime week here and just be all about the cash flow. Whatever it takes to move a piece, that's what's going to happen. That's why we're continuing the sale. We heard from a lot of you that weren't with us over the last weekend, didn't get to take part in the 4th of July event, in which almost everything sold out. So now we're going to continue those discounts on some new items like this for you, so that you did not necessarily miss out on the opportunity to save all this extra cash. Now we've got $49.99 should be price. We're going to go significantly lower than that. I do have to put this on auction though, because otherwise my price is $49.99. It's take $500 off that, make it $44.99 and done. If that is what you are satisfied with, if you see that value and you love it, still don't want you to buy it, because I want to do better. I want to save you more. Come on in. Let's take a look at this on the hand. You can do any gold you want, any ring size you want. That is all something, and I say that not with the idea of, yeah, you can do that, but we're going to charge you $3 grand more. No, free, 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 free. So tell me the size. Tell me the gold color, and we'll ship it to your doorstep for free, and there's no tax outside of California. So that is a big extra value on many fronts. And now we get to save you from $49.99 and take that even lower. So this is the time to dial in. And in order to do this, I need to start the auction. Yes, you will still save 10% when you win the auction. So there is nothing to be intimidated by. You just want to be in quickly on the phone lines and make this yours, because it will not be $49. Question. Who got it? And thank you. Congratulations to Gregory. Enjoy it and well done. Let's do this. It's not going to be $49. I'm going to start an auction. We're not starting at $4,000. Come on in. The cutout detailing, it's almost like having animal print in your jewelry. It is so unique without being overdone, because it's about 1/4 carat in diamonds, so it's not too much. Look at it again on the hand. How beautiful it looks from a distance, where it almost looks as if you have, it looks almost like the diamonds are coming up and holding the stone in the corners, but it's not. There are traditional prongs, the side details are gorgeous, and you've got this cutout detailing with some diamonds as well, but nothing that feels like too much. Nothing that says, oh, I can't wear that today. I'm just kicking around, can't wear that overly dressy, huge diamond weight. Just enjoy it. Wear it and enjoy it and live in your jewelry. That's what jewelry is really, it really is inconsequential if you're never wearing it. It doesn't matter what you have or what you own if it's not something you're enjoying every day. And this is one I hope you will, and it's not going to be $4,000 or $35,000 or $3,000. And boy, do I need some callers on the line. We really got to get going here. So we got to make this worth your while, and we got to go discount all the way down. Discount like you've never seen me discount before. How about better than you know what, $3,000 a morning? This is just, is this hopeless tonight? Is it? Do I have a chance to get you on the lines? If I really, like we're really talking, we got to go exceptionally low. I'm feeling it. I have been on the air for 2 hours and 8 minutes, so you kind of get a good sense for what you got to do to get the phone lines rocking. How about $2,500 to start? It's a 219. There's a lot of gold. And there are diamonds, and it's very wearable. And this could be the style that we don't have a lot of 2 carats. Historically, I haven't a lot of 2 carats. Most of our stones hang out in the 6 carat and up range. So then everybody's going, I don't know if I'm going to wear it, or it's a little too much money, or it's out of my budget. This is designed to be the one that so many people have been needing and asking for, and yet you're still getting that exceptional museum reserve quality, and it's not going to be $2,000 to start. I feel like we need to go really, really crazy on this one and get everybody in. How about a $10 increment, by the way, just to make that simple and easy? $10. Doesn't matter. I don't know where we're starting yet because I'm still awaiting the open, but it's not going to be $2,000 to open, and it's $10 increments no matter where I end up. But that is an exceptional Asher cut, and that's a rarity to get. Don't see a lot of Asher cuts, never have, and it's not 19, 18, 17, 16. I got to get these phone lines rocking, so we're going to start. Hear me out. I got 2 words for you. Under and cost. It has been for a minute. We are going to go further. We're going to go lower in our open to try and get these phone lines absolutely rocking. If that doesn't do it, nothing will. There's nothing I can do besides putting a Tanzanite that is a loose stone in a plastic bag should be more money. And instead of even $1,600, we're going $1,500 to open with a $10 increment. And yes, you will save an extra 10% when you win it. So this is the moment. Let's go for it. $1,500 to get it started. And so we don't need to worry about 10% right now, but you will get 10% off. So hopefully with a $10 increment and a 10% off bonus, if you will, it's a bonus discount. Hopefully all that put together means you're dialing. You are frantically dialing in as fast as you possibly can to get in and get started on that very special piece. All right, so now we are looking for that open, and let's see if we got it. And don't forget, what would $1,500 with 10% off be? Well, it'd be $1,350 right now. So think about that, going backwards from your bid. Not a bad way to shop. Do I dare bring out the paraiba, the $49.99 paraiba I was showing you, to make a comparison to my purple? And in doing so, I brought out a blue-green that looked like this. And it's in yellow gold, which is such an unusual combination for us, but you can do any gold color you want. We also have some rubies. We can blow out some rubies. We got some big Daspore earrings. What else would you like to see? Gotta say, this is the value of all values, and yet here we are sitting here with nothing. So I'll give it 60 seconds more, and then we're going to find a way out. I got to make sure you know, That's a big value right there for a major stone. And let me see, I know it's got some, it's like we have this new air conditioning, guys, they installed. And I think it's blowing some dust. They had to literally carve out a hole in the wall and do all this because, you know, our lights don't work unless it's, you know, properly cooled in here. It's a TV studio, that's how they work. So I apologize, everything's got a little kind of like dust on it today, and I'm so sorry about that. So I'm trying to deal with it here, but it's on the hand real quick, so that's where it is. So just bear with us here because it's been a construction zone for the last couple of days. So if things have that little dust, it's not the stones. So again, here we go, 20 seconds remaining, no open on that one. All right, we're moving on. I guess that's it. Can't do it. Just an important way to go if you want a Tanzanite. That's a really good stone to own there. We can bring out the paraiba. If you don't have any more requests for the evening, that's okay, but we still have 45 minutes left to go in the show. So instead of just waiting for your perfect piece to come along, always best advised to just pick up the phone and tell us what you'd like to see. That's also a really, really, really good way to go. Thank you. Does this just have an on and off situation, or is there any way to turn it down, just out of curiosity? Because it's like a windstorm. I can't take it anymore. And it is blowing some things. So we are just getting adapted. All right, so here we go, guys. 1,500. Do we have the open? And then, hey, Cindy, we got your request here. It's the dangling diamonds by the yard. So I'll bring it on out. Oh, we only have a couple of these. Okay, well, it's going to be quick. Do you have the open? All right. Who do you have there? Wonderful. All right. So we've got the open at $1,500. I guess we're going to give it 60 seconds and get out of this thing. $1,500 we have. Final call. The open has been received. Let's give it 2 minutes. And then we're going to show an incredible diamonds by the yard. Oh, can't get over this price tag. Andy, is that my quantity here? Is that my quantity on the diamonds by the yard? Is that it? Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, okay. We're going to make it like a 60-second deal coming up. Oh, boy. Very limited on the next piece. But, Cindy, you may want to call now. Don't worry. We won't rope you into the auction. But you may want to call now. Okay. We got a DBTY. It's the dangling version coming up. But call me quickly. 90 seconds left to go on the Tanzanite. And it is last call on this fabulous piece. Tanzanite, Blue Wing, Block D, cannot get better in quality than that piece provides. The way to go. Call us quickly. Make sure you get in before the clock ends. It's only 50 seconds away from doing so. And then no longer going to be up for auction. No longer going to be up for your bids. That's going to be it. It is go time. Here we are. Last chance, last call. Who else? Anybody else? Is there anybody else getting in with 30 seconds left? And then we've got a great dangling diamonds by the yard opportunity coming up next. I'm going to wow you with that one. 20 seconds remain here. $1,350 would be her price, by the way. That would be very special. And then, yep, get ready. We're going to go to the hand shot after this, Tony, for 1114196. The ultimate. And this price tag is astounding me. I cannot get over it. So we will have a lot of fun with the dangling diamonds by the yard. This is once, twice, 3 times, and we're about to make it official here, but there's no competition, so I think that one is sold. It is. Congratulations. Thank you. Let's just take you right on over here to the hand shot where we can show you a little diamonds by the yard action. And this is one that is so, so important, and I just can't really say enough about this. Especially when, and thank you to Cindy, because otherwise this would not have been here this evening. So I'm very proud that we can bring this out for you. I'm just going to elevate it a bit so we can come in a little closer, because I honestly think this might take a couple of seconds here to get everyone through on the phone lines. We don't have a lot of operators. We've got a very, very special opportunity. I only have a couple to go around, so this will not be here for long. I will tell you that. But there is just, gosh, there's white, yellow, rose golds, very, very limited. So what we have is actually counted up. So what I can sell is what's in the inventory and nothing more. I just want to point out you're seeing all the diamonds. So as you look at it here, you're seeing an odd number of diamonds, and that is intentional so that you can find the centerpiece. So the 2 up top, these are meant to go about 3/4 of the way around the necklace. You've got your 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 stones, all bezel set. Now the difference with this necklace, and Cindy, you have exceptional taste, $41.96. I'll tell you, for my money, and as a jewelry wearer, this is the one I would get in all of our diamonds by the yard because it is so classic. But here's what I love the most about it. As someone who always, if I'm buying diamonds in a necklace, I want them to always face out to the world. I want them to be seen, because if you're paying for good diamonds and you purchase them, you want them to be seen. This necklace is the ingenious part. I think it was kind of the best invention in the by the yard category, and that is because instead of being set within the chain where they're going to constantly twist and turn and flip back and forth like they do, this one is draped. So it's the dangling diamonds by the yard, as we call it, the DDBTY, because this has the 9 stones draped as if they're individual diamond pendants. So what they do is they always sit up with the diamond open bezel in the front. Does that make sense? If you put it on the proper way from the start, they're going to sit properly and always face out to the world. So you never have them flipping to see the back side. Always going to see the front, always going to see the beautiful look of your diamonds. And that's what we love. And this is item number 1114196. I only have a few to go around in white, yellow, and rose gold. When they're gone, they are gone. Nothing I can do about it, because this is not something we can make. And hear me out. We cannot make any more at the price I'm going to offer you. And it's affordable. And I know it's only July 9th, but this may be the piece you're shopping for December 25th. It may be the piece you're shopping for February 14th of 2026. It may be the piece for fill in the date of your next big birthday or wedding anniversary or any special occasion whatsoever, because this is the necklace that you can give to each and every person out there that wears great jewelry. And look at the diamond cutting of the chain. The chain is sparkling just like the VS diamonds do. 36 points in diamonds, by the way, on this one. And again, white, yellow, or rose gold. Very limited. If I told you how few we had for the country, I don't think anybody would even bother calling. That's because it is so limited. So all you need to do is dial and quickly. And it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous on. It's wearable every day. It's never too much. It just looks fantastic. And it's in white, yellow, or rose, so you may even want to consider getting maybe multiple colors. Maybe you know you wear white gold on some days and yellow gold on the others. Maybe you just want to get both and layer them. Well, this is not $9.99, and with 9 stones, 36 points, I think we can probably figure that math out. These are not diamond chips. They're not diamond specks. They're fully cut, fully round brilliant, gorgeous white diamonds, and they are set in bezels. So those 4-pointers look far bigger because they're in the bezel setting. And again, white, yellow, rose, get as many as you want, but it's not $9.99. It is going to be gone in a hurry. There are just a few opportunities here to get one. And if you want to flood the phone lines, well, the people that do are going to be the lucky ones tonight, because this will not last at $888 or $777, and yet you're not paying that price or anywhere near it. When I tell you we're going to the rock star piece of the evening, it is now. It is 100% right now, and you can get as many as you need. Get 2, get 5, get 10. Listen, we don't have 10 to go around, but if you want to get a couple, okay, so I gotta slow my roll. Nobody can get 10 unless you're the first caller and you buy everything we got and we say sold out. But you can get as many as you need, stock up for gifting, stock up for any occasion you have coming up, or for the occasions you don't even realize yet. But you need the best value in jewelry to give to anybody, sisters, best friends, mom, whatever, daughters, bridesmaids, whoever it is, a neighbor who takes care of your pet when you're on that cruise next month, whatever it is. She thinks she's going to get $50 a day and you're going to go, no, I'm giving you a diamond necklace in solid gold. I'm giving you something you're going to wear every single day. We're busy on the phone lines and it is not $777, so I hate to know. I don't even want to think about what's going to happen, because there are going to be so many. I'm going to get the hate mail tonight. I'm going to have to respond to all those emails tonight saying, I cannot believe I missed out on that dangling diamonds by the yard. I can't help or control the fact we have so few. I cannot help the fact that this wasn't even supposed to be on the show tonight, but Cindy was kind enough to make the request, and so therefore it is. But it's not even $699, it's not even $599, and you cannot buy a basic gold chain. By the way, you get all the adjustability, 16, 17, 18. It's even got the lobster claw closure. So it's not a little rinky-dink clasp that's on costume jewelry. It's the major clasp that if you were spending $30,000 on a DBTY elsewhere, you'd get that clasp. you'd get that adjustability. You'd get that diamond cut chain. You get those big fluffy diamonds with bezel sets that make them look like they're 1 caraters when they're actually 4 pointers. I mean, that's the beauty of this. And no, nobody's spending $5.99 because I'm up here making sure that everything goes. And this is your best value on any diamonds by the yard because it's the way to keep them all up front, all sitting facing forward. And it's not even $5.99. This is before your 10% off. And that is why you want to take advantage. Get as many as you can. Get a couple gold colors. You're not paying $5.99. Or $5.89 or $5.79. This is value like we don't see. And I know we're used to values around here. We sure are. But you're going to absolutely love it. That's the thing. If I had a penny for every time I heard someone rave about our DBTY and tell me they haven't taken it off since it arrived, I wouldn't even probably need to work, right? Because it's one of those things that hundreds of thousands of people have shopped here over the years. I think this is our best one. And it's certainly the best price because it's not even $579, $569, $559, or $550. You are saving a bundle. This is $549, but wait, you get that 10% off as well. It means you're not spending $549, not even. You're not even spending $500. Do you realize that you're getting basically $55 off each one you shop for? It's actually $494 per necklace. And that is why you take advantage. There's your lobster claw. Can I show it to you here? There's the lobster claw right there. So there's a lobster claw closure, 16, 17, and 18, all built in. Yes, indeed. So you've got the 3 classic links that we as women love to wear necklaces in, and you've got all 3 of those links built in. So that's why it's so, I know you know what you like. But still, don't you have occasions where maybe one day you have a higher neckline so you want to wear it higher? Or maybe you need to go lower to wear it over the neckline of clothing. Or maybe one day it's just more comfortable to wear it a little lower, whatever it is. Or you're giving it as a gift and you don't know. It sounds crazy, but you don't know if they like a 16, 17, or 18. Well, they're all built in. It's all ready to go. Operators, you need to yell them out, please. I don't have that many to go around. So I'll need to know how many in each gold color you have so that we can send them out and say sold out when they are, because we're getting very close to that as well. It's $494. I know that's an odd number, but that's $494.10. So you're not even spending, please realize you're not even spending $500 to get this necklace home after your 10% discount. That is highly important. That is making it a very special value. And you're getting, I know I only have the white gold here, forgive me, but again, it was a request, it wasn't planned for the show. It can be done in the yellow gold or the rose gold also for you. So you're picking out, hopefully you're picking out more than one gold color so you can get a few and you can be ready and you can be stocked up and you can give them, I know it's only July and I know it's probably 100 degrees outside, or maybe it's pouring rain, because it seems like everywhere that I know people, it's pouring rain and has been for days. So wherever it is that you are, still, we are already midway through July almost. So it's not going to be long before it's Jingle Bell time and it's Hanukkah time and it's New Year's, and we've got cold weather and holiday gifting on the mind, where we're thinking about what we need for those special people in our lives that we want to shower with the most luxury and jewelry. But we know we don't have a budget of $2 million to spend on those loved ones, so we need TVON and we need a summer sale and we need to shop in these quiet dog days of summer instead of waiting for the holiday rush when who knows how much gold is going to be in December. I don't even want to think about it. It's July. I don't want to think about where gold's at, but I have a prediction. I have several people in the business who have predictions, and it's not going to be cheap. So there's going to be a bigger price tag to pay in the later months. So this is why you take advantage now, while we also have not just the $549, but also the ability to save you on each and every one of them. And that is a big savings. You're getting it for $494 and a dime. So this is why you're taking advantage, I hope, today, tonight, getting your gold color, getting the beautiful style, because they're draped. You see how they're not in the chain, but instead they are draped from the chain? That is why when you put it on properly, they always sit out to the world. So there's never a wrong way to wear it unless you put it on backwards. So just pay a little attention to making sure they are the right way, because we do have the open bezels in the back. So you just look for the bigger diamond presence. You look for it, the more open of the bezels. That's your front part. That's how it sits properly. And then you put it on and it stays there. And they're going to drape from one side of the neckline to the other. Everything that's visible when somebody looks at you, or if you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you've got diamonds dotting your neckline. You see how they're each placed about an inch away from each other. So it's meant to go from one side to the other. So they will, and basically it looks like they go all the way around. There's really no sense in putting them in the back, because then they would probably be sitting kind of wonky anyways. So we put them everywhere you can see them from the front. Let's go to final 60 seconds. We're almost sold out. And when that's gone, the next time we see it, it's probably very likely it's going to be another price tag, and that price tag will be higher. So I really want you to be able to take advantage of this today, take advantage of it tonight, well, while it's still here, because then no matter what, even if you ask for it next week, we would have to remake it, and then the price is going to be higher. We're going on an old price. I don't know if you noticed, but that number starts with a 111, not a 112. So that is already a price tag based on an older manufacturing cost from years ago. So that is a difference maker. Let me make sure everyone's clear on that, because we have new shoppers watching every night. Let me make sure you understand that. It's kind of a weird little trick of the trade here, but when you're looking at a prefix of an item number that starts with a 111 and not the number 112, that means it's an older item with an older manufacturing cost. It just means, I can't help it, but gold was less 2 years ago than it is today. So if it was made 2 years ago and we're honoring that price, that's a better way to shop it than if we made it today or if we make it in the future, because gold is on the rise, and we all understand that. You've probably noticed that. It's maybe why there are probably some people watching right now going, I thought I had to give up on gold, but I guess I don't if I'm watching TVON, and that's the case. So take a look at this, 549. All right, let me know. Jason, well, he's still got busy lines. We can't even get anyone through. This is the kind of thing people ask me all the time, well, you do 3 hours, 5 days a week. What happens if an item is like something that, what if you wanted to do an infomercial and advertise something like 24 hours a day and run? We can't do it. We don't have the quantity. We're losing money on every one we sell. So, but if there was an ability to take something that was universally appealing enough to literally like tape a 30-minute segment and sell one item for 30 minutes and run it all on like the middle of the night on all those networks across the dial, this would be the kind of thing from the versatility standpoint, which is why I'm always recommending it as a great gift idea. There's a lot of pieces I would say, yeah, I don't think that's going to be one to shop for someone else. You got to know you like it. There are a lot of pieces, especially in rings, that are very specific and they're very detailed, and 1 out of every 100 people is going to love it. That's the difference. Then there are other pieces like this one. This is an iconic piece. This is a piece I could hand to any woman I know, and I have a diverse, I think we all do. We all have a diverse group of friends, and even within family, we could have blood relatives who all have very, very different tastes and very different wants and needs in jewelry. And yet every single person I know, every single woman I correspond with gals who are really, really young, who are in they're like the influencers, the tastemakers of the world. They're in their early 20s versus, all my pals that are like, within my age range, 30s and early 40s. And then, there's people I adore that I hang out with. They're in their, 60s, 70s, 80s. Everybody would wear this necklace. It is 100% universal. Yes. Oh, good. The Radiant Daspore ring has found its home. Thank you for letting me know. So necklace is still going out. Point is, if you've seen something from the show, this is the time with 30 minutes left when the lines really, I know we used to start around this time. So this is still when we get our viewers. And again, after a decade, we suddenly upended everything we'd ever done and changed our schedule for really no rhyme or reason. And so, and I know a lot of people don't love it, myself included, but here's the point. The point is that we get really, really busy. From a shopper, what I'm concerned with is from a shopper standpoint. If you wait now, at this point in the show, we've had 2.5 hours of jewelry. We have a lot of people taking pieces, like the red zircon just went, the Daspore just went. We had all these great one-of-a-kinds and rings earlier. And the whole point is I watch it every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night, like clockwork. 7:30 hits, which happened 50 seconds ago. 7:30 Pacific time hits. It's the last half hour of the show, and everything starts flying. Everything that I've been toiling away to show you for the last 2.5 hours starts to fly because everyone's catching up with the show. People were busy doing things. I know people aren't even home in California. I get it, from their work day. It's one of those things where it's an early start time. It's like we wrap up as we get into prime time. That's when we wrap up our show. So it's really early. So this is what happens every Wednesday, Thursday night. The last half hour, pieces go. The whole show ends up selling out. It just happens within the last half hour. And it's happening again. So my whole point is, if there is something you saw or caught up with or have seen that you're already thinking about, take advantage of it now because you got the 10% off. You've got, again, not a lot of abilities. We're not doing reruns. It's just about getting your favorite piece while it's here. And this one's almost sold out as well. So that's not going to be long for this world. And it is gorgeous. I am going to show you the paraiba because we have a lot of people talking about it. And I do want to remind you about the purple paraiba. That has been one of the museum pieces that has yet to go, even though there have been, of course, other pieces that were presented right around it that are now gone. This is the purple paraiba, just to also show you, for those that were not with us the last 2.5 hours, here is the 1114, only true purple I have in the collection, paraiba. As rare as a stone can get. And it's 1114 with 55 points in the diamonds as well. And we have almost everything gone. I can try to recap. I know it's the yellow diamond necklaces here. And what else? Is that it? Couple yellow, oh, the tourmaline that are all the multicolors, basically the first half hour. The ruby bangle, we had ruby pendants, we did have a gorgeous opal in a ring, so a lot of very affordable. We had a Rhodochrosite under $2,000. We did have that Rubilite. So again, but this is the paraiba that I know a lot of people are talking about, thinking about it, and rightfully so, because this value is incredible. Got it down to, it's basically 800 a carat. Does not happen on any paraiba. That one's $99.99. I'm about to show you the blue-green because I'm getting some questions about that as well. Keep calling on the DB2Ys, the DDB2Ys. It's the dangling version that everyone's loving. That is continuing to be popular here tonight and going out the door. So we want to make sure that everybody has their chance to pick up what they need and what they love before we wrap up our airtime in about 25 minutes. Also, this is $99.99, but that's really $89.99 at checkout, so a full $1,000 discount for no other reason than, hey, sizzling summer sales event. That's what we're doing. You get to save, 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 and save. Everything on sale and everything additionally 10% extra off. It's a big, big value on everything we're showing you. I do have one very cool value on a Tanzanite earring. We showed you the Tanzanite ring. It's gone. Now we got to show you the earring drops. Oh my goodness, these are amazing. I did tell you there was a fancy cut earring, and now we're going to show it to you now. Look at that. And the difference between a true purple paraiba and Tanzanite, purples and blues. Oh, look at that. And wait till you see, please reserve judgment till you see them on, because they're so gorgeous on. Item number is 1125374. Look at that earring. A perfect match of fancy cuts. Oh, yes. Oh, no, no, no. Stay, stay, stay. Hold on. Got to make sure they sit upright for you. Look at those cuts. The red flashes. The diamonds following along the border of the stone and up front with that hoop. Yeah. And that's going to be, ooh, a blowout. 5374, 1370. Total weight here, almost 7 carats in each of those fancy cut stones. 85 points is the diamond weight. Wait till you see the movement, the length. They're that perfect 1 3/8 where they're a drop, but this is meant to give you that perfect right at the jawline. You'll see there's a great shape. The shape really fits the lines of the facial features beautifully. It's 85 points in diamonds, and there's a really great closure. So it's a hoop at the top. You don't need to worry about the post bending at all because you've got a lever back style that flips down, opens up nice and wide. You just flip it up, but it does not actually touch the post itself. And then wait till you see this on. And now, see this lower light, you really start to see the, look at the reds coming through. You see it all there. And then wait till you see this. Oh, good. And we do have a standard diamonds by the yard with yellow diamonds, meaning the embedded into the chain. So I'm just going to pop these on real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and show you what you can do on price tag. But when I tell you they're going to go, $18,999 is what's allowed them to stay. Now they need to go. So you don't have to spend $19,000. Not at all. Look at how beautiful from a distance. How about that? See what I mean about the knots, the way they go in at the top. So basically, as they drop in that 1 3/8 length, they start to widen as they go right past the jawline there. So it's really just, again, this is really well thought out details of design is what that is. Taking beautiful stones that we always start with, taking amazing diamonds, and then putting it all together in a design that makes us as women excited to wear our fine jewelry. And that's what that's about. So now that you've seen them on, let's go back up close and let's give you a major, major value on the earrings that will allow them to go. Then we've got a couple more requests coming in here because, you know, people have tuned in now. So it's getting real busy as we wrap up our show. And we'll make those earrings. You won't believe it. They're not even $99.99. Call me because they will match. I know that you don't have a ring in this cut because we never have. But I know if you have a blue wing block D in any other shape, the blue wing is going to match the color. So that's what's important. I actually prefer that and have the color match, but not the shape, because if they get too matchy-matchy, I think that kind of, I don't know, it makes it a little more cash. I love when they have different cuts. You can pair them together. They look amazing. We're not even going to ask for $99.99 or $8,000 or $7,000. Here's the real kicker. They're not even $6. They're $59.99 only. But you get 10% off. That's a $600 savings. So $53.99, and you got to keep in mind that's that's is this math right? That's $394 a carat. We've never seen that. Never. I'm serious. This is amazing. I'm literally having to recheck my math because this seems completely out of line. $53.99. You've got $13.70. That's right, guys. $13.70 of carat weight. That is $394 if we are not accounting for the labor, the gold, or the nearly 1 carat in diamond weight. We've seen all kinds of Tanzanite deals, but we have not seen that. That you do not see $394 a carat on Museum Reserve Blue Wings. That's what that comes out to be. If I'm not talking about gold, diamonds, labor, or anything else. $394. That now exceeds every per carat price I've ever had on anything in Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve. Anything. That's why they're going to go, because that's the best value in Tanzanite we've had. Take a look. Then we got more requests coming up. We got them. We've got the diamonds by the yard with the yellow diamonds. We have a Kunizite here for a customer as well. So we've got a couple requests lined up and ready to go, and now it's time for those to go. 53. That's not going to. That's not a matter of if. It's a matter of who is getting those earrings. $53.99 for those earrings. They are stunning. And fancy cuts to boot, which should be higher in the price tag, not lower. So that is incredible. Is it not? Very special. $53.99 at checkout. I'm going to give them a final 30 seconds here. Then we're going to show the yellow diamonds by the yard and the Kunizite. I'm going to go to the Kunizite ring first. And then we're going to show a little yellow diamond action, which I have even fewer of the yellow diamond version than I did of the white diamond dangling diamonds by the yard. So we are going to be in some serious limitations here. But $59.99, only one. They've got to go, guys. They've got to go. They will and they have to, because that price is unbelievable. $3.90. You just, if you want them, you could go trade them out. You could literally go resell. That might be the thing to do here when the value gets that silly low, or you know what, you're gonna open the box, they're gonna arrive at home, you open the box, you get excited, you put them on, you're never gonna part with those. They are just too beautiful to ever even, I think the thought of even, no matter how much money's at stake, to profit. I just think those are going to be your new favorite earring. So they've got to go, but take a look at this Kunizite. We got a couple requests to get to. Now this was perfect request here, because this was something I briefly showed during the 4th of July weekend. We knew there were a lot of people asking since they missed it live. Let's talk about 112-8579 here. 8579 Kunizite. It's a 5 carat 36. It is a radiant. It's showing off some really dazzling and very cool colors. Deep saturations, lots of purple there, which we don't normally get with standard Kunizite. You're getting them here. And that's going to be 51 points in diamonds. Then we've got our yellow diamonds by the yard next. If you want to hop on the phone lines early for that, you might as well, because we're very limited. I've got single digits on the yellow diamonds by the yard. So now we talk Kunizite. Not sure who requested it, but thank you nonetheless. Very excited we have it here and can bring it out. Let me show it on the hand. It was $39.99. Now it's not. It's actually under $2,000, and it will continue to go even lower than that. And look at that from a distance, rich pink purple blends. It's like you've got pink, purple, and even those bright, I love seeing the ultraviolet blues come through, and it's not $39, $29, or $19. And wherever it ends up, 10% off, take advantage of that. But it's not even $1,500. This is a rarity. It is a rarity. It really is, to get that saturation level, the material that does not fade. It doesn't when it's this Afghan region material, this great superstar saturation. It's not even 15 or 14 or $13.99. I will blow it out for $12.99, and that's going to be $11.69 at checkout. One collar, one ring, doesn't even need to stay in the white gold. You could do yellow or rose too, but that's $11.69 for a 5-carat 36. So that's a really stunning way to go about your Kunizite collection. And then we've got the yellow diamonds by the yard coming up. It is 1114389. Another one that's got an older item number, which is going to go on a much older production cost. So it's going to save you a bundle, more than we normally do. So that's really what's exciting there. So get ready for that. And 30 points again. So very similar carat weight, but in yellow diamonds for your DBTY or your Y DBTY. Let's show it to you. It's coming up next here. I cannot wait. This is what I'm so thrilled, and just these are powerful pieces. These are ones that they're the ones you wear all the time. They're the ones you wear every day. And actually, before I set it up close, let me show you what it looks like from a distance away so you get a sense of the scale and the size and all of that, because that's important too. And this is going to be that same style where I'm holding it in the two areas where the diamonds stop. So when I do that, you can see they're going to go from here to here. They go basically 3/4 of the way around the neckline. That's what you want, here to here. So everything that's exposed in a typical neckline is where you have your diamonds equally spaced. Does that make sense? So you're really seeing it from here to here. That's what's important. Let's go up close. I want to show you there too. And we're going to show you a lot of different ways that we can wear this, because you can stack and layer it as you like. I do want to get you close up to these because I think we know what our white diamonds look like, but I want you to see what our yellow diamonds look like. 30 points in yellow diamonds, and we have, well, not many to go around. This is going to be a struggle, guys, because we have very few. It's far fewer than 10 all together to go around, and it's also going to give you all this adjustability, 16, 17, and 18 with your lobster claw. So 3 of those O-rings, making adjusting really easy for whatever the day needs, whatever that neckline needs that day. There's that same diamond cut chain, and it is going to be only 2-tone gold. So that's another just important thing to point out. They're all going to be the 2-tone gold. I'm just going to set it up here one more time on the hand like we did before, so you can see it from a little, I like to show you all the perspectives if possible. So really seeing it from all the different areas and directions, and seeing that it's again going to be the 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 stones yet again, as mentioned earlier. And then it just, I didn't loop it around here because I was going to try it on again for you, but it's really just going to be about the same kind of look you were getting with the last one, except, well, it's decided to loop itself around. It said, I'm not waiting for you, I can do it myself. But again, just want you to see evenly spaced here how those 9 diamonds are going to work. So when you see it here, you see there are the stones are evenly spaced. The reason we do the odd number is because of the fact that, yes, we want you to have a centerpiece always, and then you know exactly what's up with center, and then they'll all be evenly spaced from there on out. These are the yellow and white, stays as is in the gold color. So again, no choices to make here, right? It's all one, easy to wear. All the adjustable classic links are built in, and we're doing that for under $1,000. I can only imagine. Remember how I told you that older item number means we're going to a lower production cost from way back when it first started? Well, can you even imagine? Not just based on what gold's done, but can you imagine, given that those are natural fancy yellow diamonds as well, how much that would increase that value and that price tag on that necklace today? Meaning if it was built today, what would that price be versus where it was years ago when we first brought it out? That's the difference. That's why I'm so excited for you. But again, only a couple to go around. That's it. That's all I have. So, and I imagine it's the kind of thing that, again, last time it happened, a lot of people bought 2 of the white diamonds by the yard. This is maybe where you want to get 2. One for yourself, one for a gift, one to layer. Maybe you want to wear them at different lengths at the same time. It's totally up to you, but it's not $9.99. Take a look at this. This is not going to last. And I do need to hear it because we are going to count them down. This isn't like other necklaces where we've got 5 in yellow and 6 in white. It's just all the same. So I have 8 in total. they're going to be gone. And guess what? They're not going to be $9.99, $8.88, or $777. You might as well get it when it's reduced with a 10% off sale, as opposed to, ooh, the going forward new manufacturer's price without the 10%. That's what nobody, I don't think, appreciates, is that this is taking an old price, discounting that, and then giving you. It's like literally 3 discounts. So if these prices don't work, nothing's going to work, because that's the deal. These are old prices from way back when, discounted by me, discounted 10% by you. There's just no way to get a value like this anywhere else, and it's not even $777. It's $699. Then you're $70 off that price. $699 comes down even lower. Take a look. We're counting them down. I got to keep a very close eye on quantity here because we are really busy on the phone lines. Operators, please let me know how many you have. I started with 8. And we've got 7 people on the phone lines, and only 4 of them can get through right now. So there will not be enough to go around for everybody. That is already a certainty. And the sooner you dial, the better off you're going to be. We've got 13 minutes left to go. By the way, that's $629 and change and check out. How many would everybody like? We are busy, and we don't have enough to go around for everybody. $629. Another one. You've got 1, 2, 3. All right, 5 left. Here we go. Jason, just one for you? Okay. Oh. Never mind, they're taking 2. Excuse me. I'll tell you. Between the allergies and the wind. Excuse me. This is $629. All right, thank you. We're going to give it 60 seconds. We're almost sold out. All right, that went faster than I even anticipated. Bear with us if you're waiting on hold. We've counted you in. So if you're waiting on hold right now, we should have one for you. If you're not dialed in, oh, those are the people I worry about. Call us quickly. Go ahead, and it's worth a shot. Give us a call, because I don't know how many people, everyone's getting a different quantity. I've counted everyone in for 1. We should hopefully have one for you if you are waiting on hold. Again, unless somebody, always risk someone taking all of them. Sometimes people say, how many do you have left? I'll take them all. Just want to make sure you get what we have here. They are going to go. 30 seconds more, $629 a necklace. And again, I can't stress enough, this is not two-tone gold. It is, but it's not just two-tone gold. Let me rephrase that. Where you see the yellow gold, where you see those gorgeous diamonds, those are natural, right there. It's why we highlight it, because no one's doing that anymore. Natural yellow diamonds. And if someone's not mentioning it, by the way, this is just a bit of advice, because I think I talk to a lot of people who have bought jewelry elsewhere, and they come to me seeking advice. And a lot of times they're buying things that they just made an assumption because nobody said otherwise. Be very comfortable asking your jewelry establishments, whether they be TV channels or sellers online or stores where you're actually walking in and meeting face-to-face with a sales associate. Do not be afraid to ask those questions about, are those yellow diamonds natural? Be aware if they're not sure or they don't know. Probably not. Yellow diamonds are really rare. It's not easy to get them, and it's not easy to get them affordably, and most of what's out there are either diamonds that are maybe natural at some point but got treated to get their yellow color, or they're just completely lab grown, made in a lab by man at this point, that are lookalikes and nothing more, or they can even be just literal lookalikes where they're crystals that are just colored glass more or less. So, you have to ask those questions, because the degree of rarity varies with all those factors. So certainly there's simulants that are just glass lookalikes that are crystals and whatnot, and those have the least value. And then, quite frankly, there's not much more value to something that's lab grown at this point. It's fine, but it's a new technology, and it's really growing in popularity, and part of that is because there's a really big profit in it. And you know what? That's all fine and well too. Everyone's got to make a living. But the whole idea is this, is that there's a big difference in value between something that was mined as a natural yellow diamond and cut and faceted and set in a beautiful necklace, as there is to something that was lab grown, man-made, or just is a simulant, which is just a lookalike. If it's a lookalike, you better be paying like $60 or less. If it's a lab grown, I hope you're paying $60 or less. If it's not, I gotta say, you're normally spending about $6,000 or more to get something like this in this actual quality, in this actual rarity. And the fact that you don't need to, you're spending $629, that's really the key. So we've got about 8 minutes left. I'll show you the beautiful paraiba because we have had some questions about it. I'd like to show that before we go. I do want to remind you the big heart-shaped paraiba purple variety is still here, and somehow the Tanzanite earrings are also still here, and that should not be the case. Those Tanzanite earrings should not be here. Those drops for that price per carat, even if you're, I hate to say it, but even if you're getting it to resell it, get those Tanzanite earrings for $390 a carat that they were. That was amazing. Let's show you the blue-green paraiba because we obviously had the purple heart shape. Want to show you the blue-green that is the oval that is also outstanding. We'll try to make it affordable for you, and again, keep calling on the yellow DBTYs, but here we go. But this is the original. This is the signature color. This is really kind of considered the OG at this point because that's what we think of. For those in the know who know about paraiba, you say that word, you think of that color. It's item number 1125094, and I'd love to make this a deal before we go on a beautiful blue-green paraiba tourmaline. They don't get much more rare in the world of gems than this one. It is our half-carat oval, 52 points in diamonds surrounding it in a classic halo. That can be done in any gold. So I know we usually see our paraibas in the white gold. You can choose white or rose, or if you love it the way it is, keep it in the yellow. That is totally up to you. But now is the time to get it. And now is the discount because I mentioned very wholeheartedly that that's a $49.99 ring, but I've had so much response, so many questions, and of course, a lot of you listening to the discounts I've been doing saying, well, could you possibly go a bit lower to get that $49.99 paraiba down much lower? The answer is I will. For our last 7 minutes today, I'm going to do exactly that, and I wouldn't imagine this is sticking around longer. Probably not even for the 7 minutes because if I do this right, it's going to be gone in a hurry. That's a classic style. Every diamond around that paraiba, larger individual stones in those round brilliants, that would be a great $500 savings, by the way. So you'd actually get it for $44.99. We'll take it significantly less than that. And if you're ready for a little summertime fine sale event here it is. Nothing to cool you down on a hot summer day like that minty blue-green, a blue-green textbook paraiba. The color, the neon is there, the clarity is as well, and yet it is not going to be $49. I got the end of the show here. A lot of you have been asking for it. I don't think, it doesn't matter what I do now except one thing, move the ring. The mission statement is clear. We're moving the ring. The ring's got to go. There's been so many people talking about it ever since I flashed it in conjunction with the purple paraiba heart shape, which is still here, by the way. If you'd like to get it, the purple paraiba, still hanging out here, call me. We can make that happen for you. Or you can just get the classic. Maybe that's more tailored. I mean, the heart shape was huge. So maybe this is the way you want to wear it every day. Maybe mix and match with a little wonder ring action. It would work well for that too. But it's not $49, $4,000, $3,000, even, $29.99. Hey, by the way, that's usually where a half carat paraiba goes. Lowest price here that I've seen, it's $29.99 for a half carat. Let me do, this is, you can tell it's like 5 minutes left. We're like in desperation moments here. We've got 5 minutes left to move a mountain and make a miracle happen. So here's what we're doing. I might as well make the paraiba rarest of the rare my moment. It's not going to be $29. You will get an additional 10% off. That's going to amount to a lot of extra savings already. Right now, it'd be $300. Let me help you first. Let me take you lower. We have 5 minutes left in the broadcast. We see you tomorrow night. We'll continue the sizzling summer savings sale. Let's continue it for our big Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Oh my gosh, Saturday and Sunday, do not miss. Whoa, do I have something special coming up on Saturday. Whew. Oh, I'll tell you a little bit more about that tomorrow. But this is not going to be $29.99 or $25 or 24, 23, 22, 21. This is unbelievable. We don't do this on paraibas. And the blue-green in a half carat size, that is significant. It's not 21. It's not $2,099. This is still before 10% extra off. You got the chance right now to pick up the value in paraiba, in the blue greens, or grab that purple from earlier because that one's still hanging out and it's gorgeous. But let's make this $1,999. and you'll get it for $200 extra off. $17.99 will make that yours. How about that for a value? We've seen values for 3 hours straight. Let me show you a couple other pieces that are still remaining available if you are just thinking about them. Well, this might be, well, it kind of is the moment where you have to go for it and take advantage right here and now. We still have the Kunizite, by the way. I don't know who requested that, but we do still have the Kunizite here. Let me also remind you of its paraiba copper bearing counterpart. The purple is here. That is going to be, well, it's going to be $89.99 at checkout because that was down to another crazy, ridiculous per carat low. Also had this gorgeous pair of earrings, which I cannot have you miss out on. Not for this kind of savings on Museum Reserve Blue Wings, especially in fancy cuts, but we did have the Tanzanite earrings. Oh, these are just too good to be here. The Tanzanite earring set, the pair, 85 points in diamonds. Oh, 18 karat gold as well. Stunning 1370. They're almost 7 carats a piece in those Tanzanite fancy cuts. And they are here for the most astounding per carat price we have ever seen in Blue Wing Block D. They are down to just $59.99, which is going to make them $53.99 at checkout on some of the most glamorous, gorgeous neon reds you will ever get a hold of. Also had just another flash here at that yellow and white diamond necklace. It was down, well below. It was like $68.50 for this necklace with the huge carat 55 pear-shaped yellow diamond. This is pretty much what we've got from the show. There's that yellow diamond pear shape with the massive white diamonds around it. We have 2 minutes left in the broadcast. That's it. Join me tomorrow at 5 Pacific. That is 7 Central and 8 p.m. Eastern. But that is the 155 pear-shaped yellow with the additional 96 points in the white diamonds. That necklace with chain, it's going to be, well, it was $16,000. Now it's $74.99, but your 10% off is really going to fuel an extra discount there. So we've got our last looks here. Do you want the purple paraiba? The blue-green paraiba? Everything on this wheel is $99.99 or less. That is tough to believe when you look at the variety of what's up there, the rarity of what's up there, the size of what is hanging out on that wheel. A recap for the ages right here. So you just simply need to let me know which one you like. Which one is your favorite? What can you take advantage of that you definitely don't want your neighbors to be able to? Because that's the deal. These are all one of kinds. I could never repeat anything up there. Like there's no other yellow diamond pendant that looks like that. There's certainly not another, well, there's no other value like that in a Tanzanite earring. Certainly have the heart-shaped paraiba in that purple, which is beyond belief. And everything up here, $99.99 or less, plus your 10% extra off. Thank you again for being with me tonight on this Wednesday. Don't forget, we're here Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights, 5 to 8 Pacific time, 8 to 11 Eastern. And we're here in the weekends on the daytime hours, in the mornings actually, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. And that, of course, is 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern time. So just a reminder, Wednesday through Sunday, we have a show for 3 hours each of those 5 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday mornings. Just a reminder to all of our many new shoppers, new viewers, new TVON family members out there. And of course, we're going to be here tomorrow night, 5 o'clock till 8 o'clock. That's going to be, please don't miss the beginning of the show if you can be with us. We have a lot of new designer pieces out the gate at incredible blowout pricing like we've been doing with the sizzling summer savings sale. So we'll be continuing. We'll see you tomorrow night. Big show. We've got some really cool classics. We've got some new as well. Any questions you have, we are still here after we go off the air. The phone number is the same. You can reach us there. We can answer questions, place orders, or help you out with anything from tonight. Thank you again from all of us at TVON. We wish you a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. I'm Lauren Blair. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. I'll see you then.